Hey, hello again, fellow adventurers. Right, I'm just going to check that you can hear me because I'm on my new stream machine. You can see it just here, just a little bit of it here. It's all very shiny and very pretty. So just need to check if you can hear me. Can you hear me? It says you can hear me. Anyone in Discord? Yes, you can hear me. All right, good. Okay, so, hey. Hello again, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Let's Quest, our little corner of the internet where we hang out and play D&D and board games. And tonight is D&D night. Woohoo! So yeah, right. We're going to jump in. But before we do, before we say hi to our adventurers again and dive back into the action, I just wanted to give a quick heads up about, well, what D&D is. What it is for those that are fresh to it. I want to do this because I've heard from a lot of people that love the stream and have fun watching us have fun, but they don't really know much about the game that we're playing. So, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is effectively collaborative, character-centric storytelling. The players have characters they've made up. They could be complex, deep characters with a huge backstory and an entire family tree, or they can be something lighter, something more akin to an action hero in a film, that kind of thing. And both are very valid, welcome, and fun ways to play. Each player has a character sheet for their character, which they create through, the rules of Dungeons and Dragons, and we use a thing called D&D Beyond, which is a website, an official website, which really is brilliant for just taking you through the process. You can just super quick make a character, or you can really go deep on everything about them. So we use that. So the players have these character sheets for the character. It gives them a framework of what their character is good at, not so good at, any special skills or spells that they might have, and of course, all the sweet loot and magical items that they've picked up along the way and they're carrying on them. If you're watching actually the stream on a desktop right now, you can get a sneak peek of those character sheets by hovering your mouse pointer over the stream, and you should see the official Dungeons and Dragons overlay. It will pop up and you can see everyone's current health and some stats all live as they update them, which is great. And so you can sort of keep an eye on, who needs the D6 inspiration from me and my redemptions and blah, blah, blah. So, where do I, the Dungeon Master, come in? I'm so glad you asked. So the DM is here to play the part of the world around the characters. Basically, I come up with, or steal, fun adventure hooks, people, motivations, monsters, and places in the world the characters are in. So that's about that. The players then honestly get to do whatever they want. And then using the rules of D&D as their framework for fun, we all tell a story together and use dice rolling as a kind of random luck generator to help add to the drama. So here's an example. A player might say, I'm going to climb I'm trying to do Yaramir's voice. I'm going to climb that tree nearby to get a better view of the castle's fortifications. Great, the DM will say. It's a big gnarled tree with large patches of rot on the branches. Looks like it's going to be tough to climb. Bear in mind, I've just made that up. I'm just thinking of the challenge of it and making it more interesting, what would be in a film. But that's what I've said. That's what's in the world. So, just like they got to decide that a tree was there, or if I hadn't already described it. Boom. A gnarled, old, large tree with patches of rot on that looks tough to climb. I say to them, roll me an acrobatic skill check and see if you can do it. The player then rolls a d20, that's a 20-sided dice, and adds their skill modifier to the roll. So, as you'd expect, a nimble character would get to add more to an acrobatics check than, say, a frail old wizard or a muscular beefcake of a fighter. So, back to our would-be tree climber, they roll a 10 on the dice, let's say. And because they're pretty dexterous, they get to add a +5 to that roll, bringing them to 15. Then, the DM checks to see if the player has beaten the difficulty of the check, the DC. which in this case, it was hard. So that's 15. Like that, again, is a number that I would have decided before they rolled, plucked out of the air of kind of my sort of knowledge of the game and how hard things should be. 15 is like a pretty hard to beat for someone who's lower level, blah, blah, blah. So, boom, they did it. They rolled a 15. They needed to meet or exceed that number, the DC. And now they get to describe their character successfully climbing the tree, how they did that with any kind of flourish or whatever they want to do, and how their character would have done it. And then they get to do what they want when they get up there. And then I'll tell them what they see, and so on. Right then. I think that's enough on the tutorial mission for now. Next time I'll chat more about, or next time we do this, I'll chat more about what happens after I say roll initiative and swords get drawn. But hopefully this is enough to kind of give some people out there more of an understanding of what we're actually doing behind the webcam and why we get so excited about high dice numbers and low and numbers on these dice. We've got a handy dandy little dice roller now, so you can actually see us, what we see when we roll the die. All right then. So enough of that. I feel like I'm talking loads, but I do that quite a lot anyway. Let's go say hi to our people, shall we? I'm going to activate them. Here we go. So I'm just going to jump over there.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Oh,
I think we got some echo through someone's...
sorry, it's me. Sorry. Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, amateur
with the
hour.
delay as well.
Amateur
So
hour.
sorry. I'm
Well,
sorry.
we
I
can
didn't
sing
even
a song with the
notice.
delay.
Like a
Just can't
round.
get enough of your voice. I think that's what it is.
I was just enjoying your intro. I thought it was very, very good.
Very informative. Did you all learn something about Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, so, right, okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh,
How
God.
are we all
Here we
feeling
are.
this week?
Very, very good.
Very
I'm quite
good.
impressed with Joe's background. He's got a plant in it.
Oh, look
Thanks.
at that.
Nice.
It's a bit wonky. I
went
just
from-
don't get it.
It's just
Didn't you have
jaunty.
some writing on the wall last time?
Yeah,
perfect.
different room.
Different
That's it.
room.
Look what he's done within a week. He's painted it. He's decorated it.
Absolutely.
Okay, right. So, first off, I thought we could do another one of these Genie D questions just to get us a bit into it, a bit into what our characters are thinking and feeling.
Yes.
Sounds
Okay.
good. I love
Don't worry,
these.
it's not like a therapy thing, a session or anything. So,
I feel like it is.
well, it can be if you want. We got a lot of people will all listen to you. Right, okay. Here we go. I've got it here. So, shall we go with Skira first, and then we'll work clockwise round?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, this is a funny one. What's the first thing you notice about a person when you meet them?
Everybody knows this from the beginning. How tall are they? Everyone that I've met so far hasn't come close to my stature. But young Yaramir here, he seems to be on par or maybe a little bit bigger than me, so it puts my shackles up sometimes.
So that's it. You're always just sussing out who's the tallest guy in the room.
Yeah,
Guy or girl.
it's not about how they are as a person. It's just whether or not I'm bigger. And I can protect those people that mean the most to me.
All right. Yaramir?
Well, I'm not that young.
That's the first off.
How young are you, young old Yaramir?
Feel like I've never actually thought about my age. But probably quite old. When I first meet a person, I try to get a sense of how evil they are. Look beneath their skin. Are they just a little bit evil? Are they like a lot evil? If they're a lot evil, then my voice changes, but I have to kill them.
It gets
Or
nervous.
bring them to justice.
I like it. Handy that you've got detect good or evil as a spell, go-to spell.
That's what I do.
That's what you do.
But I've never used it. But apparently, I'm saying I use it every time I meet someone.
You used it. You used it. On the relic. I remember you using it on the relic.
Ah, yes. And the
And
jury's still out on that one.
the jury's still out. So, Ven, how about you? First thing you notice about someone when you meet them?
Weaknesses. Simple as weaknesses. Where are they vulnerable? I'll give you an example.
Please.
Obviously, you've got Skiras distracted by all the tall people. That's some weakness. Got Yaramir, who's always looking out for the hags in the room. Then you've got Aoife, distracted by acorns in her hair.
All right, cool.
My weakness, you ask? You'll never find out.
Ooh.
Those
Alright.
cards are close.
Love it.
I feel like he's turning more into he who shall not be named.
Yeah, that's not quite the character arc I thought we were going to have from Ven.
I like it.
He's
Have you
going to
seen
kill all the wizards.
Have you seen a boy with a mark on his head? Rory, come here.
Poor Rory. After everything he went
Rory.
through last time,
Rory,
Now he's
not
got-
Corey. Oh gosh.
he's got Ven on his case.
God.
Okay, and
The
last but
last
not
thing he
least, Aoife.
This is a difficult question. Well, I've lived a fairly sheltered life. So being out and about in the world, when I meet people, I'm just trying to take everything in about them. Can be quite overwhelming for me because I've not really met that many people or different types of people. So now that I'm meeting all sorts of different people, it's overwhelming when I meet them. So I'm just taking everything in and noticing everything about them.
I like it. Cool.
He's on everyone's case.
On everyone's case, sussing everyone out.
And I'm trying to work out whether they've got as good an acorn in their hair as me.
I love that this is becoming a crucial part of your character. Yeah, I can talk to animals, but have you seen this acorn?
It might be magic, it might not. Who knows?
Probably just an acorn.
Might just be a piece of tat. I don't even think it's an actual acorn. It might just be a plastic one.
No,
Who
we said
knows?
it
Wouldn't know
was
because you haven't seen the world.
said it was
We need to crack it open.
crack open.
That's straight up Skira, that is. Just smash it.
Just smash it.
No shit.
Alex, you're looking pretty pixelated for me. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that, but can you still see the stream and stuff?
Just
is it
puff
okay
your
for
cheeks
you?
out.
It's okay for me, really, but just checking.
Very pixelated on the stream.
Okay, that's good. Just checking that I wasn't gonna dive in here and you were lost.
Oh, I'm still here. Present.
So-
Register, was it?
Registered
Yeah.
present. So, just before we dive in, that's the third time I've said that, I think. I just want to point everyone's attention to the rupees or channel points, which are now active on the stream. We had so much fun with them last week.
They were great success.
Great success.
Yeah.
So I'm right now going to redeem 150 of them to hydrate, and I will hydrate.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they were really fun last week.
Yeah, so we've got all kinds of stuff in there. You earn these. It should tell you how you earn them, but you basically get them for watching along, doing predictions when we do, like, it's getting predictions correct, and all sorts of bits like that. If you subscribe, you get even more of them. You get a 2 times multiplier, I think I get.
Oh yeah, I can see him as well. I'm just ticking them off because it's basically that transaction of that's been bought. Thank you very much, and then it comes
Oh,
out of their
cool.
purse
Oh, okay.
or wallet.
And then, yeah, well, your wallet of points, not real money. This doesn't dip into your real money. This is purely,
What would you keep your rupees in?
Yeah, a pouch.
A pouch. There you go.
Pouch.
So, for example, you can do stuff like say, "Hi, I'm new," and in the chat you'll do a little message, and then people in chat will chat to you. And then the really cool ones, let's just skip right ahead, shall we? Bardic Inspiration, 850. That's cheap at the moment. That's going to have to go up, I think. But that means that you guys can add, I think it's like 6 times per session. You're going to be able to add a D6 Bardic Inspiration to the party. You let us know who you want to give it to. You can also give it to me, of course. Your humble DM.
It helped last time. It was
helped
great.
last time. And then they get to spend that D6 to add to a skill check or an attack. So, you know, extra fun. Also, a fun little surprise happens when they go off. And then, of course, there's the loot crate, which is 1,500 rupees. And basically, during the session tonight, at some point, they're going to find a loot crate. And you get to add stuff to the loot crate. It's pretty fun.
We got some great stuff on that last one. 4 items we got out of it.
So good.
So good.
It's out, guys. Come on.
Okay. Right then. Shall we?
Shall we?
Let's
Quest.
Twist!
Okay. Brilliant.
Well, I was trying to, play a cool song while it happened, but
With your mouth trumpet.
with my mouth trumpet. I still can't find the song I wanted to put on. It was all going so well.
Oh no.
Hello, Angela.
Oh, here she is, Angie Mum, in the chat. Right then. I'm just going to play anything as it goes. So, last time we left, pretty cool times we were all having, or you guys were all having. Last time we left with you all having successfully navigated your airship, the Zenith, through the mists of the Vale, a deadly mystical storm, kind of like a Bermuda Triangle, that seemed to have similar arcane energy to the Plane of Rifts that opened in Fallcrest at the start of your journey. As the storm clouds parted, you all breathed a sigh of relief, seeing the shining spire that lays at the centre of Faust, city under the spire. As you celebrated and whooped and cheered, you saw 2 sky riders of Faust riding metallic steampunk-looking metallic drakes. Metallic twice there. That's how metallic they were. Fly up to greet you. Ahoy! And remember, there was a red-headed, freckled-faced human guy on top waving at you, and they've sort of come up to fly next to the Zenith as you're going towards this city. As they are waving and shouting, they're joining formation before you get into a proper conversation. Skira, the Chaos Relic bound to Skira's arm starts to burn bright. This inky, starry mist seeps out of it once more and into your minds. You hear a familiar voice. Impressive. Your journey is almost complete, and so swift. I have chosen well. Now, bring me to Faust. He is the only one that can hope to realign the planes, and he owes me.
I thought Faust was a place.
Who's there?
Exactly, Yaramir.
You sound...
I do enjoy these chit chats, sexy voice. But
Are you still there?
I am here.
And who is this person you're looking for? Is it me?
I have found you. You must take me to Faust. You're only part way there.
But you was asking for someone in particular, and Faust is a city. Do elaborate. Please?
Mortals. When humans create cities, sometimes their hubris makes them name the cities after themselves. Faust is both the place and the person you seek.
Aha.
Ah.
Right. Well, that makes more sense. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up.
How old is this city?
This city... It's so difficult, you understand, to keep track of your time.
Oh,
When you live for eons, a millennia is nothing. A grain of sand. But this city is new to you.
Very much so.
A century.
I've never been here.
It is a new city. One of glass and steel.
Okay.
And-
Right.
And do you have any idea where Mr. Faust might be in Faust?
What is his address? Where does he live?
I will reward you with one thing, and that is my name.
Is it Faust?
What's your name?
My name is Volko, and I am a being of pure chaos.
Mm.
Beings like me exist on the chaotic realm, and we exist because there is balance. There has to be balance. And for order to exist, there must be chaos. These Fey Walkers, whatever they call themselves, are risking that balance. And frankly, it is my job to bring chaos. Find Faust. Others will know him. We will speak again once you bring me to him.
Sounds good.
But you
Okay.
better not bring chaos to this place.
Child, I already have.
Ooh.
And then you're
I
back
don't
in
think
the
I
room.
should have said that last line.
Guys, do you feel like we might have done the wrong thing bringing this Volko here?
Velcro does seem suspicious.
I thought he said his name was Wilco.
Wilko!
The strange thing is, the crystal hasn't felt weird to me. I haven't felt any chaos through myself. So I'm very confused about where all this energy is.
And I couldn't detect good or evil.
Do you want to detect my hand?
Again? Sure.
Did you do it before?
Yeah, so you remember...
I believe you have.
Jeremy, you remember that when you did your detect good and evil, which is not just, is this person a bad guy? It is the realms of, you know, the very real in this sense, in this universe of evil and good being alignments like angels and devils. So the undead being evil beings on this planet, and angels or metallic dragons being completely good celestial things. You detected on this chaos relic, and the runes on Skira's arm, just complete wavering back and forth, good, evil, at complete extreme ends, but it never centered on one. It was just flicking back and forth, like a compass in a storm.
Some might say it was chaotic.
Some might. Chaos is neither good nor evil, but he speaks of balance. Balance we must find.
True. Well, we've come this far. Let's pursue it. Let's go find Faust.
All right. And then you guys are back in the room.
Quest to Faust.
Ahoy! Quest activated. This red-headed chap shouts over to you. He's riding on this metallic drake. When I say metallic, I don't mean in the kind of draconic race. I mean the fact that it is this steampunk-looking construct that he's riding on.
And when you say Drake, you don't mean the singer.
I do not mean the singer.
You mean the animal.
I mean the winged lizard type being creature.
Oh,
Cool.
All right, I need some upbeat music. Sorry, I need to sort this out. So, hello,
Dragons.
ahoy there! I'm still shouting. Are you okay?
We're fine, thank you.
Did you see what happened back there?
You were in the storm. Is everyone okay?
Yes, we're fine.
Just about.
I've
Really
heard
lost-
voices, but I'm fine.
Well, I mean, you were in the mists. That sounds like the least that could have happened. These planar events are happening all over. We're just flying around the city to make sure everyone's okay.
Sounds pretty chaotic to me. And I give everyone else just like a wink.
Nice.
Aoife nods at Yaramir knowingly.
How is the city?
So they're flying close, but they are flying, so they're shouting over to you. The city, there've been all kinds of weird goings on, but the Spire is locked down completely. But the lower levels have access. People are getting by, and we seem to be able to. They seem to have subsided for the time being. I'm Errol, by the way, and this is Gunny.
Errol, is there any reason for the Spire to be locked down, as you say?
Well, the city locks it down. The Spire is everything to the city. So, but it's also the source of the power and majesty and magic of the city, and all the constructs that come out of Faust. They come from the Spire. So naturally, they close it off to make sure that they can contain any planar events that happen inside.
And Errol, would you say that Faust is a peaceful, serene, and nothing really goes on here?
Oh, not at all. Peaceful? I mean, it's peaceful, yeah, but this place is great. There's all kinds of magical, wondrous things going on here. We're the greatest city in all of Zeroth.
But everything's good, yes?
Good?
There's no bad, there's no evil, there's no corruption here.
Well, I mean, that's a whole conversation, right? I mean, corporations, man, you know? Faust Corp does some, you know, we're all indebted to them. Everything we have, all of our wonderful homes and arcane, you know, the artificers that work there and all those brilliant contraptions and construct. I mean, look at this thing here. Betty here. Amazing.
Betty is amazing.
Where's the
We need-
headquarters for Faust Corp?
Sorry? Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Where is the headquarters for Faust Corp?
Well, that would be the whole. The Spire is Faust Corp. That's the.
Sorry?
Sorry, Faust Corp is in the Spire. Is that where you're going?
Yes, we need access. What's the fastest way to try and get into a lockdown spire?
We need to speak to Mr. or Mrs. Faust.
They kind of look across to each other like, you need to speak to... You want to speak to the professor?
Yeah.
No, why? Why would he speak to you? Sorry, I don't mean to be...
We've got a message for him.
Well, I mean, if it's a pattern or an invention, I know that you can go to the main reception of but you know what? Your best bet is going to be going to the main reception of the Spire. It's all locked down anyway. We can show you the way. We'll guide you in safely to the city, and then we'll get you docked and settled down. How's that sound?
Great. Hope it's not too
Sounds
chaotic.
fantastic.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, follow us. Gunny's gonna lead the way. Just follow us in, and we'll get you docked right away.
Hi, Gunny.
Hello.
Scarlet, follow that jolly chap over there. His name's Gunny.
I'm on it. I heard the whole thing. She like brings the ship to bear and like follows him. She's getting pretty. You can see she's actually getting pretty adept now at controlling it. It's smooth sailing. Now she's been through the wars here. It's a few minutes. It's about 15-20 minutes for you guys to sail towards it. So you can all take a short rest. I will note though that you haven't taken a long rest. You need to consider that if that's something you want to do. But you're going to enter this session without a long rest unless you tell me you're doing one. But that's something you discuss amongst yourselves.
Oh, I have to ask
Ding, 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 ding.
whether maximum HP changes during this rest.
So yeah, during a short rest, you will be using your hit die, if you want, to recover health.
Oh,
and you
yes,
choose how
that's
many
what that
hit
means.
die you're going to use to recover the health. So, and you only get back your hit dice once you've completed a long rest.
Reset maximum HP during the... So I use a die.
I'm healthy.
So I can roll that.
Why not?
How are you all doing? Are you guys just... I'll leave you to it for a minute, but let me know once you're
I've never taken a short rest before. So
okay.
Oh, there we go.
I'm
Yeah.
working it.
So by the looks of it, you click on short rest, and then you click for a dice to be used, and then you just go and roll it. It's like just a tracker, just so it knows how many you've used in your short rests.
Yes, exactly that.
Mine is thinking.
So, as you guys are approaching the city, Errol looks over and says, and notices the crest on the side of the ship, of the airship. Hey, guys, sorry, just a quick question. Where's the captain? Where's Captain Garbett Smythe?
He's a very good friend of ours, and we did him a solid. We went and
Such a friend that
rescued
he
this
gave you
ship.
his ship?
Exactly that. You say that in a confused manner, and we were confused as well. And he said exactly that. Take my ship, fly to Faust, and go do what you need.
You did.
I think what he means is that we saved his daughter.
I forgot that bit.
We saved his family a couple of times, and he was all like...
And at first he did offer us ale.
Yeah.
Yaramir,
Oh,
Aramis.
are you there?
Haramir.
Good old internet.
I think he's just forgot what he was saying.
Oh, wait,
He's
he's
coming
back,
back.
he's back.
Here he is.
Oh, God.
Are you okay?
Oh, God.
Your friend's looking mighty suspicious.
It's cold up here. He freezes from time to time.
He's just been drinking the ale.
That's it.
Happens.
So, Yes, we have
Errol,
permission.
You feel free to contact him if you need to verify our story, but
Yeah,
we assure you that he's given us his airship to use.
Do
I
have
don't
this comm link that he gave to us.
You do. As much as you guys seem cool, but I can't really just trust that. So have you got proof? Did he leave you anything? If comlink sounds good.
Yes. So you have that, right?
Who?
Me? Yes. Here.
So you
Here it
bring out the
is.
crystal that was the access key to this ship. They're like the codes to activate, the keys to the car, basically.
One moment.
And then he brings out, he's got like a crystal
Oh, no.
built into the mount on his. So it's +44. +44 is my crystal code. You used to put that at the start. Yeah, sure enough, he brings out his crystal. He's got it on the mount on his mount. He has a brace. What would you call it? What's a saddle? There you go. On his saddle, it's encrusted into that as his. And then you ping it over. Okay, yeah, that's great. Fantastic. I mean, it says here that he's registered you as the new owners. So, congratulations on your new.
Well, that's very
airship.
kind of him.
Well, that's great.
I guess he must have realised what he could do to repay you.
Exactly. He owed us a lot of ale, so this is definitely definitely better off.
Okay. And you guys, with them escorting you down, you get, and you're flying right over Faust. Faust, the city under the Spire, is exactly that. It is this gargantuan tower, kind of like a steampunk version of the Shard, but colossal sized. Flying all around it are these beautiful little arcane intricacies, orbs sort of floating, seeming to just float in the middle of nowhere, just around it. Arcane energy seems to seep from the top of it. Aoife, your kind of spidey senses going off here, in that you are losing touch with nature. Just being close to this place, you just feel like, oh, this is different from anywhere I've been before. Most cities are dirt paths, there's trees, there's things like that. This city, as you look down upon it, there's not necessarily it's not got that kind of smog vibe of a kind of industrial kind of place. It is all arcane, but that's it. So you've got this huge spire, and then sprawling out all around it is this lower city, almost like shadowed by this spire. And that, as you're flying over it, your airship sort of casting a shadow over it, we see just, kids playing in the street. They've all got these kind of crazy contraptions. There's like little robotic dog you see with one of them, and they're sort of petting it, acting like that's normal. There's like these floating almost like cars and carts going around. This place is a true futuristic city, but in comparison to anything you've seen before, there are things here that you just unlike anything else.
Errol, have you had many people coming in today?
Today, no, none whatsoever. The skies have been pretty clear.
And anyone within the last few days?
I mean, I haven't personally. Anyone in particular? We can look them up.
No, not necessarily. Just seeing how busy you've been and whether or not you have many people from out of town coming in.
Yeah, I mean, well, certainly there's the trade routes, and it's a hustle and bustling city. So yeah, we got people coming in and out. But right now, with all these planar events, the mists, they've been causing a lot of trouble for the past few days.
And no unsavory customers?
No more than usual.
Okay. Just for my heads up.
Errol, when we mentioned Professor Faust, you laughed that we would even dare to try and see him. Why is that? Is he dangerous, or is he just not inclined to take visitors?
Well, Professor Faust is the founder of this entire city, and so, just he's not really, hasn't been he hasn't been seen for the past month at least. No coverage, no anything. He's not on the viewers, on the crystal viewer. There's nothing. I just don't know why. It's unusual that someone would expect to just see the founder, Professor Faust. He's
Cool.
it's very difficult.
It's very important. It's
Yes.
very
What
important.
does he look like?
What does he look like? He's
Is he a big man?
no, just ashen haired, wiry.
What race is he? I mean, there's many races around here.
Oh, he's human, but he's over 200 years old, so presumably, so the stories go. So presumably he's got some sort of, Faust Corp, deals with all sorts of contraptions and wonderful magics to keep the body going,
Ooh.
Sounds wonderful.
And if I was to say the name Valco, would that ring any bells with you?
Valco, last name?
Crystal person.
Valco Chaos.
No last name.
Sorry, no, I don't know Valco. Okay, we're here.
Excellent. Good chat. Good chat.
Excellent chat. So, if you guys, you feel free to explore the city, do whatever you want, but we're landing here. Sure enough, you land down at the docks. 2 positional clamps just around the ship. They keep it upright because at the moment it's just you start floating, it's not touching the ground. These clamps come out and cradle the ship. Have fun. The reception of Faust Corp is just at the base of the spire. You can't miss it.
Thank you very much, Errol.
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
Gunny.
Gunnar.
No
Good
problem.
day.
Fly safe, guys.
Bye,
I'll see you
Gunnar.
again out there, I'm sure. Goodbye. And then they both walk up. And they got their drakes. They sort of get back on them and then fly off.
So what's our means of getting down off this thing here? Is it steps or?
Oh yeah. The sort of gangway comes out to the ship.
Okay. Shall we?
What should we do? Should we head straight to the reception, or
I believe
maybe
so.
grab an ale? Or
I don't know how long. I don't know how long this chaos crystal is gonna sit nicely in my arm.
to the reception then?
Scarlet pipes up. She's
Reception.
like, do we have to go now? Can't we grab a drink or are we staying on the ship? Are we going to stay here? This place looks pretty cool.
We grab a drink and some food.
Yes. Like a
Skira looks at his hand, and looks at the gem, and just is very unsure. But
come,
he doesn't
Skira.
want to. He doesn't want to upset the group. So he's gonna.
Sure,
Okay.
nail will calm the arm down.
It should do. Maybe I'll get so drunk I won't feel my limbs.
Again.
Let's have a quick one, and then we'll go to the reception, shall we?
Okay.
I can
Onwards
see-
to the inn.
I can see a kind of street market just over there.
You're addicted, Aoife. You bought one thing from a bazaar, and now you want more.
She's had a taste of the sweet goods and can't.
It's nice. It's nice though. Yeah. We should definitely get a souvenir from every place we go to.
Yes, definitely. I can make my souvenir braid even longer.
That's it.
You
Other
can get
stupid things can be
you
put
can
in
get
your
a
hair.
steampunk acorn from here.
Oh my gosh, let's
Can we
do
definitely
it.
can we definitely have a walk through the market, please?
Yeah, sure thing. You walk on through the market. Come on, let's go. So this place. 1 second. I mean the okay, sorry, I just had something come up on my screen. There we go. The bazaar's pretty close by to the docks, just like Cloud Runner. I mean, it makes sense, right? You dock up and then you're immediately into a big row, like a street in this case, of all different shops. These ones, whereas the others were kind of marquees and kind of a bit more ragtag, here it's more like actual stores. So these are buildings. And there's like people outside, kind of the arcane equivalent of sign throwers, and sort of encouraging you to come in. Hey, you want your trinkets? We got loads of trinkets. There's every type of shop you can imagine here. So you tell me who you're going up to and who catches your eye.
Then wants a grappling hook. He realizes he needed it recently, and he's gonna hunt around the grappling hook store.
Should have asked Tannis on the ship.
Did.
Wait, you did ask Tannis?
What did he say?
He said, wait till we get to Faust. I'm sure there will be many a store to get a grappling hook.
Yeah, so you guys are walking around. You're looking then specifically for an adventuring kind of store, like a stockist.
Yes,
right?
that's what he said to me. He said, "Look for the adventure store." It's like a trade. It's like a chain. They had there many cities.
I'm just looking at everything, just darting from one store to the next, just looking at all the goodies.
All the goodies.
The goodies.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I'm looking for. What would you call it? What would you call it when somebody is all over beasts? What's it called? When they study beasts and stuff, and they know beastery, wasn't it? Wouldn't it be
Is that
beastery? It might be.
Beast.
But
Beastology.
Yeah.
Beastology, yeah, something like that. I want to find somebody who's kind of selling things that they've like slain, like teeth.
A trapper, right? I've played enough Red Dead Redemption to know that's called a trapper.
We'll look for a beast trapper. If he's got a stall there to sell like the skins of these beasts that he's had, and I just want to see what abilities and stuff do the fangs have, because I've still got them. It's not bestiality, says Space Monkey.
Oh, hey, Matt Sparks, thanks for the sub. That's great. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks.
So yeah, I'm looking for that kind of stool.
Right. So we've split the party, or are we all staying together?
I've gone.
We can split.
Ven's gone.
I'm looking at everything, but I am following Skira.
Okay, so Yaramir, are you with? So it's you three and Ven's gone off, or Yaramir, where are you headed?
I'm just traipsing behind the others.
Okay.
I want for nothing in this life.
Oh, well, that's great.
Kill hags.
There's a wonderful
Obviously.
flower presser that you walk past just as you say that. Oh, automated flower presser.
Reminds me of home.
You should buy it.
Right. So first off, let's go
A
with.
flower presser?
Let's skip over to. So you guys are all exploring the wonderful different shops all around. Then you slink off. You agree to meet back. Scarlet's actually going to come with you, then, if that's all right.
Sure. I don't know. Saw she had her eye on me.
Says, I could do with a new quiver. Okay, don't get any funny ideas. Let's and some more arrows. Let's go stock up. I saw a place as we were flying in. It's just over here, and she leads you up a little pathway to the on a corner. There's this a more rustic looking place, more like traditional looking place. It's got the classic like crossed swords on the above the doorway. You open up the door, and yeah, sure enough, this place has got all kinds of weaponry strewn around. Nothing all like up on the walls. Looks like this is a really decent blacksmith's, and there's all different adventure in store. Hi, how can I help?
Oh, hi, good sir. My name is Ven. This is
Hello,
Scarlet.
Hello.
This seems like a very nice store you have.
Thank you. What can anything you need in particular? I'm sure we've got it here.
Oh, excellent. Well, I hope so. I'm looking for grappling hook of sorts. What can you help me with that?
Grappling hook. Well, you've come to the right place. Check this out. And he goes away. He gets out from like a chest, opens it up, and out comes. I'm just gonna roll a little check here, behind the scenes. Out comes a pretty damn decent looking steampunk-esque contraption. It's a wrist mount with a small grappling hook coming out of the front of it, and it looks like it's got tensile wire. And sure enough, he explains, he's like, this thing is great. Trust me, I had a go after I made it, and it is really good. You point it up here, fire it out, you got a grappling hook. The tensile wire in there. I mean, a little thing like you'll go flying. No trouble. It retracts as well, so it'll scoop you right up.
Excellent. And what are you selling that for?
This? Well, I mean, it's a one of a kind. So, and it's 150 feet, mind you. That's a long, long way. 350 gold. How about that?
Oh, no chance. That guy, I just seen a guy around the corner that had 2 of those for the price of 1 for 50 gold pieces.
Who was it? Was it Harold? Because I told Harold to stop making them because they are mine and I own the patent for them.
Well, Harold was keen to sell to me, but I said I would come here first because I heard you had a good reputation around town.
Okay, you got to roll a deception check. You are lying to him about something that did not happen.
18.
Oh, I don't have the roller up. Here you go. 18. Blasted Harold. Well, I will sell to you, but I can't go any lower than 300 gold. How's that sound? 50 gold off. That's pretty good.
I don't know. I think I might go see Harold.
Okay, they're gonna screen wipe away as he's like, looking stressed out. And then we screen wipe away. We see Skira. You approach a guy. He has got a stall, and yeah, it's got like looks like a tanner's station is all set up. It's kind of off to the side, around a back street. Notably less kind of contraptions and things like that around here. This guy looks like he's a bit more, I don't want to say simple, but a bit more down to earth, a bit more, less technology in his life.
Exactly. So I have a little look around. Like I said, a beastery is the right word as well, but it's
Oh,
also
very
known as the bestiary is a compendium of like beasts and animals.
Sure.
So yeah, I see that he's got a couple of books and stuff, and I open up one of these bestiaries that's on the stall, and I'm looking through just to see if that had some information about the infernal. What exactly was it again? It was an infernal tarantula, or
Oh,
actually,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So I was
it was
I was
in
going to show him the fangs.
yeah. So you got them. Yeah, you can show him the fangs, and then he'll talk to you about them, shall we?
Yeah. So I'm looking through, and I'm looking infernal, blah blah blah. I just can't see what I'm looking for.
So this like wiry old looking dude, big old beard. Hello. Is there
Excuse
any-
me.
How are you all? Thank you for coming. Welcome to my shop. Anything I can help you with today?
Yes, yes. I can see that you've been doing some work, as you've got all of this all these amazing skins and these hides and stuff of the
Yes,
beasts
yes.
that you've killed.
Well, a long time ago I used to do the killing. Now the boy does. But yes, he's quite good. I taught him, so.
Oh, so it's a family business. I
Yes,
see.
of course, yes. Skinners and Sons.
Skinners and Sons, I like it.
It's
I
just
like
the
it.
one son now.
What happened to
He wasn't as good at skinning. Put it that way. Or go hunting. It's okay.
Oh.
It's fine.
Well, I'm
can I
sorry
help
for
you
your
with?
loss.
I see you've taken an interest in the bestiary.
Yes,
That's
I'm just
volume
looking
1
through
of 10.
10 of 10. Do you know all 10 inside and out? I take it you do.
Absolutely, yes. But chance, my memory is like a dice roll of chance. So whether or not I will remember.
Okay, so I was unfortunately had upon by this huge infernal spider, but I do not know what spider it is. I did slay it. It is dead. But as a token of the battle, I took its fangs. And would you be able to tell what spider it is from the fangs that I have?
Well, let's find out.
Ha!
So yeah, you bring out these like really giant spider fangs that you got from an enchanted inferno spider, a giant spider that you fought in the test session / prologue before this prologue. But yeah, that you fought in that wizard's tower. His eyes, as soon as he sees them, his eyes light up. Bear in mind, these fangs still glow with a fiery ember-like energy.
Because I'm because Skira is so cold all the time, it just feels warm. But if it was in someone else's pocket, they would feel the heat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So yeah, you put them down on the side, and it's almost like they start singeing the kind of wood countertop that he's got there. Oh, and he sort of picks them up with a kind of utensils, whatever, like wooden metal tongs, not wooden tongs. Yes. An inferno spider, you say? What do you want? You want me to infuse them with some armor or into those lovely axes? I see.
You are on the right lines. I definitely do want these imbued, and I feel like because of my mountain roots, that I should be able to kind of hold these and control them as I see fit, basically.
Well, I think your best bet is to, if I can create. How about this? I have a few doodads back here. And
I love doodads.
I can give you the means that you could attach them either to the hilt of your blades, and thereby giving you an extra kind of fire bite attack, or You could wear them as a necklace, and upon splitting them open, you could throw them as a fireball. It's up to you. Of course, the fireball would incinerate the fangs, but they're both very potent.
While this is all going on and Skira's deciding that, Aoife's just not really feeling this store at all. She's not enjoying the furs and the hides of all these animals that have been killed needlessly. So she's stepped outside.
Mm-hmm. So you get outside, Aoife, and you just see, your sort of breath of kind of fresh air back out here. It's starting to get darker now, and all these arcane lamps all around the place have all lit up. There isn't a single candle or anything in this whole city, it seems like. Looking up behind you, you see now this spire sprawling out into the sky, and sure enough, you can see there is shutters all the way up this spire. There are jutting out of one side, you see a tree that has burst out of the side, and the shutters are sort of ruined all around it.
Oh.
Up higher, there seems to be some sort of fiery kind of embers on the side. Okay, and now we're going to cut over to Ven. Ven,
Yes.
you are outside of that shop. The camera zooms in. We see you outside of the shop. Scarlet's like, she hoops up onto her back, and you quiver and shining your arrows. She kind of gives you a nod like that, and then goes, "Did you get what you wanted?"
No.
So, and then you can decide now whether or not you paid the 300 gold in order to get that grappling hook. Do we see on your arm the grappling hook or not?
No. Do not.
No, you do
can
not.
Can Ven do a check? So just do like a if there's anything like street cant in the area, like any like underground stuff going on in the market.
Yeah, I mean, you would already see, yes, definitely, that there is thieves' cant around. You can kind of tell me what it says, but yeah, any kind of spot like this would always have. Thieves' cant is pretty much anywhere in a city, any kind of city location.
So what I'm trying to, is there something, I got the impression that there's something going on in the city that that they're trying to hush up. Is there anything like any evidence around that I can see that, like, I don't know, are people being taken and put in prison cells that like they shouldn't be, or things like that? Anything untoward going on?
So from Thieves' Cant, no, you can kind of, it will guide you to a
Keep a grappling hook.
it will guide you to an inn. So there's there is an inn called the Sparkling Barrel, and within that you can see Thieves' Cant. Effectively, these Thieves' Cant have like maps and sort of guidance for the city, and you know that if you see that marked outside for a tavern or an inn, that it is a place where potentially someone there will be a Thieves' Cant contact that you could discuss the underbelly of the city with.
Okay. So then goes to take one step away, and then realizes he missed out on a good deal with this grappling hook. So he goes back in and buys it, and then goes to the inn.
All right, cool. Do
you have 300?
All of you definitely have.
Casting never tells.
Definitely have that much. It's probably capped out. Probably it's a lot of money for you guys at the moment. I think 300 gold. But you now have a handy dandy grappling hook, steampunk variety. Lets off all cool steam when it goes.
Excellent.
Are you?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Are you? In my head, I'd imagine it. So you go back and go get this thing. Are you heading towards this inn?
Ven's going to go to the inn.
Okay. Yeah. You tell Scarlet, and she's like, Yeah, man, let's get a drink. Let's go. And she calls up, hey guys, this is on a sending stone on a crystal. Hey guys, we're
Sending
going
you a pin.
to a place called the Sparkling Barrel. It's an inn.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty cool. Ven says there's some, some contacts there, whatever.
Sounds great.
Last
I'm
one
in.
there gets the beer.
Uh-oh.
She's like, oh, that means I'll have to wait until someone gets. Anyway, until the last person. Okay, camera comes back over. Aoife, while we're away, you've added a new trinket to your hairband. What's it in the shape of? What is it?
It's in the shape of the Faust Spire.
Oh, okay. Doubles up as a murder weapon then, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's got like a little on the bottom of it. It's got like a made in Faust Corp on the bottom of it, little trinket.
So Eva's just looking at the tree that's poking out of the tower.
Mhm.
How close am I to that? Am I quite far away?
You're pretty far away. Yeah, you. I'm talking like really high up, like midway up the thing. You can see this smashed out tree.
Okay.
Okay. Skira and Yaramir. Skira. Again, we see the scene of you leaving the shop. Do you have a necklace of gold of Inferno fangs, or do you have them attached to the bottom of your axes?
I have them bloody attached.
All right. So now attached
Great
to the
choice.
bottom of your axes are these fangs, Inferno fangs, and they're going to let you use a minor action to do another attack, which is like a fire bite, and it's going to do, I'll figure it out, but let's say I think it'll probably be around 1d6 of fire damage. 1d6 plus
Nice.
2. Let's say that.
Yeah?
I think that's what it is. We can solidify that. We'll make it on D&D Beyond to add it to
Definitely.
your stat sheet. But yeah, just
I
bear in
love that.
mind that you've got, and they'll have charges, so they can't, not endless amounts of fire, but yeah.
Just...
But yeah, all right, cool, nice. Didn't expect a shopping trip, but there we go.
There's a market. We need to do it.
At least
All
we're
right.
spending.
By the way, good sir of the beastery, how much was that?
Oh yes, I almost forgot to charge you. my son's gonna have my head, I'm sure. He says, let me look at the catalogue. There's Inferno spider fangs attached to the bottom of axes. That's 200 gold.
Okay. 200 gold. I've only got 150 on me.
Well,
How about that?
do you have
Will
any...
150 do, kind sir?
if that's all you have on you, just don't tell my son. Or Harold. No, Harold was the other person. Don't tell my son.
I won't tell your dead son. Sorry, I won't tell your son. 150. There you go.
All right.
What a bargain.
Lovely.
So, camera pans away. There's a wipe on the screen, and then we see the sign of the shimmering barrel, sparkling barrel, sorry, in, and we go inside as you've all met up. There's a big old long table in the corner. Real hustle and bustle in here. Yeah, I'm drinking here. Whoa. All like taverns of ale and flagons of ale.
They're fancy drinks as well.
Oh yeah, but it's more like a rum bar. You know, it's got big old barrels, and then these crazy contraptions that all come around, flow around to the different pumps. Hey, what could I get ya? All of you stood at my bar. What kind of drink do you want? I'm Jimmy.
Surprise me, Jimmy.
What's the city special, Jimmy?
That's the shimmering pint. It's called that because it shimmers. You get it? Here it
Sounds
is.
great. I'll have one. I'll have two.
Shimmering pints are around, yeah?
Sure.
What was
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, what was the brewery that we went to in our first one?
In the one that was off stream?
Oh, was it? Was that one off?
Yeah.
Uh,
The one you went to was the... Well, I should remember that, shouldn't I?
'Cause that's what I was going to ask for. Was it like the Happy something? The Happy...
Oh,
Dunno.
man. The Wizard's
Happy
Tower.
Quester.
It was the Wizard's
Yeah.
Tower.
Is it just Wizard's Tower? Yeah, let's just call
The
it...
Wizard's Tower
Oh.
Brewing Company was where you first rescued. That was how you first made your name in Fallcrest.
That's it. I'll have a pint of Wizard's Tower.
Well, okay, boss. I mean, that's important. That's the expensive stuff. You sure about that?
They owe me. They owe me a lot of ale.
Okay, but you better not just have spent all of your money. He pours abracadabras. He pours out and these sparkling pints, shimmering pints, all fashioned like prestidigitation in front of you on the bar. Sorry, the glasses do, and then these pipes come down and pump out into them, and it sort of magically sort of flows along and dumps out a pint into it. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Dumps out a pint.
actually, I don't want a shimmering pint. There's some green liquid in those tubes. Can I have one of those, please?
That's the
Those
toilet.
tubes are being cleaned.
Those are being cleaned. That's very good. Of course, of course. A lady of class I can see. We call this one the fairy liquid. Here we go.
Ooh.
Comes in a highball glass, like a glass like what's one of them martini
Like
glass?
a martini glass. Not that I would know that. I don't know
Scarlett
anything
comes
about
through
martini.
and says, "Yeah, I'll have one of those as well. One of the fairy liquids. Other cocktails are available." And she says, "You know what, guys? These are on me. Just really great. So glad I met you. Like, this has been such a great adventure. I feel like I'm doing my dad proud here."
I'm so glad I got one of the most expensive ales, so thank you, Scarlett.
Picks up.
Maybe I should have a wizard tower too.
Cheers, and here's to your flying. You're getting very good at that.
Yeah, and then
Hey, thanks for your help, Scarlett.
We haven't done it yet, Scarlett, so don't get too ahead of yourself.
Old Moody Susan over there.
So
Don't worry
rude.
about him. He'll be slinking into the shadows in a bit. We won't see him for a while, but he'll still be there.
Let's get a few glistening pints into him.
All right. So,
What was the barkeep called?
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Jimmy,
You're from New York.
we need to get to the Spire. You got any contacts?
You want to get to the Spire?
That's
It's all
what I
locked
said.
down at the moment. I don't think anyone's
Yeah.
getting in or out.
There
Why
must
do
be a
people
way
keep
in.
saying that?
There must be a way in. Surely you know someone.
I mean, there might be, some information I do not have.
So you do have it?
Well, sometimes my lips are a bit tight. Sometimes they need something to kind of loosen them up. You know what I'm saying?
Ben slides a gold piece across the table.
This guy gets it He takes the single gold piece and goes, he gets it, but maybe not gets it quite as much as he should. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking like, this is valuable information you want to get into the tower, the Spire.
Is it grappling hook price or fancy access?
How much would you pay for a grappling hook?
For a grappling
Because somebody here,
From
yeah.
Harold's, they're the best in town. You can pay whatever you want for those ones, but don't go to that knockoff store.
I lean over the bar and I say to Jimmy, Jimmy, perhaps you better show us that you've actually got some information that we can use before we give you more money.
Was that threat?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna... I'll tell you the information. We agree on the price. I'll tell you the information. It's useful to you. You give me the money. I'm not gonna, if you say to me, oh, we already knew that, then I'm not gonna take your money.
The Ven appears behind him, and a sharp blade. The blade points into his back. And goes,
oh my gosh, there's a lot of people in here. This is a bar. We're
I
just
do want to
friends.
come and drink here again.
Is this how you talk to all the people? If you want to go out, we can just talk.
Only the people that try to steal my money.
I'm not stealing your money, pal. I'm just, this is a normal transaction here. 1 gold piece ain't nothing to me. This man just paid 1 gold piece for 1 beer.
I say, okay, and I pass another gold coin to you.
I'm talking like...
And then I passed like another 25.
Yeah, okay, this guy gets it. He gets it. You know what I'm
1,
saying?
2.
One at a time.
Yeah, we could have been there for like 25 interactions. Just 1 piece at a time.
Will this do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to me.
How about now?
I got some information for you. You want to get into the Spire? There's this woman been coming around, Tabaxi. She's like a cat-like woman. And her name's Nyx, but she spells it weird. It's like NYX. I don't know. Anyway,
That is weird.
I guess it ain't weird for her. Maybe I misspoke. Anyway, her name's Nyx. She's a Tabaxi. She's one of them journalistic types, and she wants to get up there. Okay. Wait, my voice is changing because of this tablet. I watched a lot of Justified just recently. I walk in here. That's the voice.
That's it.
She wants to find a way in, and she's been skulking around the reception. I'm sure if you go up there, she'll let you. She's got some real nice information for you. But
where is she? Where is this Nyx? Where can we find her?
Well, she's a light-haired Tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
If you... Well, now, hold on. That's her in the corner. Would you know it? There she is.
Well, now, hold on.
Sorry.
I do declare.
I mean, that's going to be her voice, so...
I hope so.
She's Scottish.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure she was Scottish.
We got a... You haven't met her? Oh, okay.
No, Alex. Longing for her to be Scottish.
Thanks, little Timmy. We'll go find her. In the corner, over there, where you pointed to her.
Okay, my name's Jimmy.
Whatever.
I thought that was coming.
Enjoy your drinks.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Except for you. You put a knife to my throat. Don't much appreciate it. Okay. What's next?
Okay, Aoife just is kind of looking at Nyx. Is she with anybody? Or is she sat on her own?
So she is sat alone. She's got a hood up. Then you notice that she's got a crest on her like lapel, which is written with like a thieves' cant logo, effectively. Yeah, light-haired tabaxi woman. You can kind of have a little Google of what a tabaxi looks like, but they're quite literally kind of like cat folk.
I say maybe we shouldn't draw too much attention to ourselves here, and maybe we'll scare her off if we all kind of huddle around her. Should I kind of hold back a bit and watch out to see if there's anything else I can see while one of you guys or a couple of you guys go and talk to her?
We get it. You just want to go drink your fairy liquid.
Hell yeah!
Scarlett's like, hell yeah, with you.
Woo!
Hells yeah! So you guys are having a little party over by the bar whilst keeping on the lookout.
But can we go? Sorry, Ben. Can we go slightly closer so that we can we're in earshot?
Yeah, you're at the end of the bar, like now where they pick up the empties. You know, where they get the empties back.
So Ven goes over and does like a secret sign with his hands, which is thieves. The thieves' cant world is like a greeting, like hello. Are you free to talk?
She eyes you, looks you up and down, kind of brings back her hood, and yeah, you see her sort of feline? Yeah, feline ears kind of poke out. She's got like light markings, light hair, or fur, I guess. She kind of smiles at you and does the sign back, like take a seat.
What did she say?
Let's
She
see.
said we could sit.
Yeah, we can sit.
So are you, Skira and Yaramir, are you with her as well?
I'm going to sit at the
With
bar just to kind of keep my eyes peeled on any movement towards her. Because, as he said, she's in the journalisms. Then, yeah, surely people will be kind of keeping an eye on her. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting there, making sure that there's no untoward people coming over and interfering.
Okay.
Hi, Nix. My name is Ven. Nice to meet you. This here is Yaramir, companion.
Good day, young.
We're not
cat
a couple.
lady.
We're just on a quest together. Kind of companion.
But we
There's anything
sometimes
wrong with
kiss.
Well met, the pair of you. Can I ask, how did you know my name?
When you're
Timmy.
Oh yeah, it was
Timmy
Timmy.
told us.
Timmy told us, yes.
Jimmy,
I mean,
the
Jimmy.
the bartender.
Jimmy. Little
Every
Jimmy.
time. This guy every time gets me. Tells me the wrong name every time.
Quite a loose
Yeah.
tongue on that one. Maybe he'll lose it one day.
Maybe.
That's-
Maybe.
Ven held a knife to his throat.
Okay.
That I did. When you gotta get answers, you gotta get answers. Nix. What can you tell me about Spire?
The Spire. Faust corpse. Shining beacon. I mean, what is there to know? It stands atop the city. It supplies power and wondrous things.
And what about the professor?
Professor Faust? The founder?
The very one.
I mean, no one's seen him in weeks, but he seems like a nice guy. He's not the one I'm worried about. You can
Who you
tell
worried
Ven right now that she's obviously being quite loose-lipped, like with you, but quite trusting that you and your friend have sat down. But given that you knew thieves can, it's something not that uncommon. That kind of thing unlocks a lot of doors if you can find the right person to talk to. The fact that you know thieves can means that she knows she can trust you. Yeah.
Yep.
And kind of vice versa. That works both ways. She isn't likely to be, well, I guess not necessarily, but she's being open with you anyway. What was the question?
There was none.
Okay.
Who are you worried about then?
I'm worried about the high ups, the corruption. People in there. There's something going on in there. And not just before all this planar stuff started happening. I was onto something just before all this kicked off. I don't know if it's connected, but I know there's a few bad eggs in there.
Well, we need to see the professor. So if you have a way of us getting into the tower, then we'll do anything we can to help you.
I mean, it seems like maybe our paths are aligned here, because it's the one place no one can get in or out of, but I need to get in, you need to get in. And if you need to get to Faust, I know the thing, I can get you in there, okay? But the thing that you need is also kind of the thing I need. So let me break this down. Before all this kicked off, I was onto something. Corruption at some of the highest levels within Faust Corp and within the Spire itself. All I needed was a bit more evidence, and I could have put this guy away, right? I could have blown the whistle on him. It would have blown up. They're creating something in there. There's a new drug called Defiance, and all you've got to do is look around, and you'll see them. They're taking this drug. It comes straight from Faust Corp. Now, I don't know whether or not... I don't think the professor is anything to do with this, but someone in there is, and I think I'm onto them. Their name is Dr. Rushley. And just before all this happened, everything got locked down, I was meeting someone who was going to pass me Rushley's crystal, his chronicle. Then all this happened, the planar event started ripping holes in time and space, and monsters started pouring out, and now the whole building's locked down. I have an access code that will get you in.
Excellent.
Incredible.
Well, sounds like we can work together here.
All I need is that chronicle, his crystal. Now, it's going to let you... He has top level access. It will let you get to the penthouse. All the way to Faust. Professor Faust. Level the 200th floor. My access code gets you in, and this is the catch, at the 87th floor. So you're going to have to find a way to get up there.
Job is 149 feet above it.
I mean, it's a lot higher than that, 87 floors up. But I'm sure that'll get you part of the way there. She eyes your grappling hook wrist launcher.
Thanks, this sounds great. I think, when are you ready to leave?
Oh, gosh, I won't be coming with you. I'm going to tell you the code, and then you're going to go get the stuff and meet me back here.
Right, okay. Well, that sounds good to me. What do you reckon, Yaromir?
Sounds great. But I'm a little confused.
What's wrong? Talk to me.
Do we go get his chronicle, and that gives us access to the professor?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've ever... The Spire's like no other... Sorry, of course, you're an outsider. The Spire is like no other building in all of Zeroth, in all the islands. So it has these crystals, this arcane energy, and stored within those crystals, and she kind of eyes that you've got a set of crystal sending stones on you. It says they're like yours, but they're infused with a kind of magic that lets you access these floating platforms that you can. It's like a ladder, but it just lifts you up like a floor you just stand on, and then you tap the crystal and it shoots you up in to climb the spire. I've only been up there to the 50th floor, but it was a rush. And
Cool.
but of course, the higher levels, 50 is the top that any regular person can go to. They're the normal floors, but anything above that needs special access. I got the access codes to level 87 from an informant, and I can pass that on to you.
And at level 87 is Dr. Rushley's floor.
Oh no, you'll have to go up to his floor.
To 200. Okay.
No. Sorry. I can get you in at 87. Rushley is 117. 200 is Faust. I mean, let's be clear. No one's seen Faust. I don't know if Faust is in there, but if he's anywhere, it's going to be in his penthouse suite of the Spire.
Excellent. So we get Rushley's Chronicle. We find Faust, and we come back to you.
Yeah, the Chronicle give you access to these floating floors and take you up. Now, I should warn you. So, as the conversation comes to an end, she says, I should warn you, though, don't underestimate Rushley. There's been a lot of people who haven't got back in contact with me that have completely dropped off the map. And I don't know, if you meet him, don't underestimate him.
Don't worry, Nix, we're not your average Jimmys.
Well, I can see
We'll be
that.
fine.
And she says, right, well, that for tomorrow, yeah? Should we get a drink?
Sure. Ask
Why not?
Scarlett, she's buying all the rounds today.
So, you guys have a little drink? Yeah, are you guys up for that, or are you having a drink? Are you crashing the night before heading out in the morning?
Yeah, sounds good.
The kind of vibe would be is whether or not, so you're going to have to, just to lay it out, the access port that she's talking about is on the outside of the building on the 87th floor. So you're going to have to figure out a way of getting up to that. The reception, you can either go, you could not rest and go now during the night, or you can wait till tomorrow morning, or in the middle of the night you could still probably get a long rest in like the early hours of the morning.
Sounds like
Oh, right. I thought her
maybe.
access code got us to the 87th floor.
No.
We still have to find a way to get to the 87th floor.
Yeah.
And then that gets us in.
Yes. There might be
and
other
then-
ways. This is just one, just one way in.
And then her access code gets us up to every other floor beyond the 87th.
You don't know that. Hers gets you
Okay.
in to an access corridor on the outside of the building.
Right.
Oh, okay. But we have to get up to the 87th floor in order to then put the access code in to get into the 87th floor.
And then you'll have to figure out how to get up to Rushley's floor at 117.
Yeah. 117 and then 200 for Faust.
Yeah.
So I say, it sounds like maybe we do this in dim light, so that, because if we have to scale the outside of the building, then we don't want there to be too many onlookers.
Could we just fly up there? I mean, we have a ship.
Scarlett's a bit like fuzzy at you're all having fun, and she's like, I mean, those clamps are in place. I think that if we leave, we might draw some attention. Besides, they've got the Sky Riders, remember. I don't know if we're going to get our entire Zenith flying up there without being spotted. I mean, 100%, you want me to do a flyby of that tower and you guys jump off or something, that's rad. But I don't think we're going to be able to keep the ship there for very long if we do.
Okay.
Well, maybe we could get one of these Skyriders. Are the Skyriders to get access to the different floors? They scale the outside of the building.
The Skyriders are the two chaps that you met, Gunny and Errol, who were flying drakes. They're just known as like a kind of like a city guard called the Skyriders, who fly around. You can see them in the sky pretty much all the time around Faust.
Or we could see if Tanis has any grappling hooks. For the rest of us.
He's got
For free.
plenty.
We come to him with loads of them.
How and maybe we need to be near the building to assess this, but how high is the tree that's coming out? Is it 30 feet or more?
How high is the tree that is coming out of this thing? Yeah, I mean it's a big old tree, like a. It looks like an insanely large, like redwood tree, carved out of the side, but it's gnarled and sort of wraps around part of it. But it's like several floors big.
And how high up the building in terms of floors is it?
I mean, I don't know exactly. Like it's about halfway up.
Reachable with a grappling hook, maybe?
Definitely not.
Oh.
I'd be like
Everybody wants a
100
bit of
floors
grappling
if
hook
it's halfway
there,
up.
don't they?
I say we convince them. We
I did-
convince somebody to let us ride their sky bike. What was it called again?
Drake.
Drake. And what we could do potentially, Ven, you could shadow yourself, and we could swoop up and around, and you can jump off, and then they'll bring it back, and then it'll be like nothing had happened, and you'll be up on the 87th.
Yeah, that would work. I could then call the lift for you.
There we go. How about that?
Sounds
We
like a
just
good
need to
plan.
find. We need to find a corrupt Skyrider.
That's it. That's it. Or we just convince a normal Skyrider.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And with
Okay.
that, we're gonna. The camera sort of pans away with you guys enjoying a few drinks. Plan assembled. So are you guys resting and then going in the early hours of the morning, or are you going now?
I say probably we've got to find a Skyrider first, but maybe when they're tired, as it's nighttime.
I reckon potentially, yeah, they might be doing the rounds in the morning more, to kind of make sure that nobody's sneaking in the early hours of the morning potentially.
Unless we
Right.
can find one in here that's a little bit tiddly.
Oh yeah, let's find
Ooh,
a
like
tipsy Skyrider.
Everybody stop drinking. We need our A game for this.
Tifa,
We're
so go
about
show
to
him your
break in.
acorn.
What did you say, Ben?
Go show him your acorn.
Show me your acorn. So
So
first
can I
off,
just
I
do,
want everyone to
cons-
roll a Constitution saving throw.
How
Constitution
drunk
saving.
are we?
How drunk?
Can we see the dice roller?
I've got
Yes.
a +1, so I got 4.
You are drunk.
Dean,
I mean, this is a
I've
great
got
So
a
is
nine.
Skira. Very
Oh
drunk.
dear. Oh dear.
Aoife, you're feeling pretty good.
Oh, that's good, is it? Okay,
You're
right.
pretty
right.
compos mentis. Yeah, on an 18.
Dean,
Oh, I can't see your roll.
My plan was of sound mind.
Al, would you mind refreshing your page? I'll do the same. Because it's not coming through on the game log.
which page?
Your D&D.
Your D&D Beyond page. Just refresh that. Because it's not coming through on this dice roller.
To roll it again?
Well, you got a 15. We'll take that. But try a roll anyway,
What?
just to see if it comes up.
Yeah, didn't. Yeah, okay.
Isn't it below it? Oh no.
There you go. There it comes up. Oh, a 10. Wait, what did you roll first time? 15?
Oh, I can take 10. It's alright.
Well, 10's going to make you drunk, so there you go.
I'll take 15.
So basically, as you're like, I think they'll be doing rounds in the morning. It'll probably be Much better. Let's go now.
Lads.
Aoife, you look around and you just see this sea of drunkards, basically, and perhaps now is not the best time to scale a 200-story building.
Sure. Do I spot any Skyriders in the midst?
In the midst of this bar, all right. Let's roll up for that. Let's roll a. Wait, yeah, I interrupted. Actually, Yaramir was. Yaramir, you were about to say something.
I was about to do a perception check, but as I looked around, it's all blurry.
It's all blurry.
Seeing 3 of everybody.
It just hit you.
Everyone looks like John Malkovich. Okay, Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a perception check, looking for a Skyrider.
Okay. So I've got +5 to perception. So let's see what happens. Oh dear. So I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
+5 = 6.
Ah, that's so perfect. Yeah, you looking around the room, no one here. You can't see anyone who looks to like Errol or Gunnar. You can't see them, and you can't see anyone with the Skyrider's crest emblem on their lapel or anything like that. Okay, oh sorry.
Oh, can I just say to no, don't worry. No, don't worry.
Okay. So I think we're going to take a little break there, as everyone goes to bed. Everyone's doing what they're doing. If you want to, anything going on, let me know. But as far as I think, everyone's taking a long rest right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Aoife's dancing on the bar with Jimmy.
Now she's let her hair down.
I'm dancing here. I'm dancing.
Good old claptrap.
Everyone, like big old, claptrap. A big party in the Sparkling Barrel tonight. All right. So, we're going to come back after the break. Remember, everyone, to use your rupees. Everyone must have tons by now.
I'm sitting here with 1k, so it's sitting nice.
Bardic. Yeah, we'll let everyone else use it first before we do.
Hey, I'm planning for the future.
Remember, you can suggest a prediction. Jameson, you know about predictions.
I think when it comes up, I'll shove it in.
So it basically means that you guys can say, I think that Ven is going to buy this cool thing, or he isn't. And then, depending upon whether or not that prediction comes true, it's correct or incorrect. And then am I right in saying that whoever predicted correctly then wins extra channel points, basically?
So you back it with your channel points, and then whatever the outcome is, you'll win. So we'll probably do it like it's probably good to do it when situations are happening. So like when a fight's happening or something like that.
Okay.
Or just dialogue or whatever. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And gamble at the same time as playing D&D.
That's it.
Space Monkey has said we need something nasty to attack them, so we can give Bardic Inspiration to the DM.
No.
Hey, you give Bardic Inspiration to me, and I'll make something jump out of nowhere. We're gonna have brooms lying all over the place, just smacking them in the face.
Right, we've got Bardic Inspiration for 4 of us. Yeah, so that's ours. But then we've got Bardic Inspiration towards the DM for 11 people. So I think we may be at a loss here.
And of course, remember, you can always get me to do a riddle, which I'll do when we get back from the break.
Oh yeah, riddles.
Right. Okay. Shall we? We'll do a little break, and we'll see you in just a bit. Thanks, everyone.
See you in a bit.
Whoa, hey! Whoa, I was expecting a nice wipe, but this will do. This is great.
Straight in.
No stinger here. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back, fellow adventurers. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi!
Hey.
Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, look at my little curl I got going on.
Oh,
My
cute.
hair's getting pretty big.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi.
Hello there.
Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground.
I have the high ground.
Oh, what does Anakin shout at him?
You bastard!
No, he doesn't say.
It's something along the lines of you underestimate how much power I have, or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was like, you were supposed. Oh no, that's
what he
Kenobi. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Yeah, you cut my bloody legs off. That's what Fox says.
That famous line.
And now I'm on fire. Yeah, he has a real bad day. Spoiler alert at the end of that trilogy.
Mm.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Well, I mean, sure.
I mean, he wouldn't be the Vader we all know and love without a bit of pain.
Exactly. Right. All right. We're back in it, guys. It's a new day. Oh, first off, anything anyone wants to do or say before anything go on in the night? Anyone have any misadventures?
I just snore very loudly.
Excellent. So you guys find rooms up above in the tavern here, in the inn here.
My misadventure was that I did a Goliath sick.
Oh,
Excellent. I love it.
It's very loud. It sounds like
We don't
50
need to know.
bears.
We don't know what it need to know what it sounds.
Jesus.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, you don't need to know the contents.
All right. Wizards Brewing Company, right? Wizards Tower Brewing Company is the
Yeah.
contents. And pretzels, bar pretzels. Right.
No, I don't touch those because people don't wash their hands.
Quite,
We
quite.
stay at the inn.
You stay at the inn, yeah.
Nice.
Unless you guys want to stumble back to the ship, that's an option too.
We tried but failed.
All right. So, you it's a new day. The sun is just rising. Are you guys setting off first light, or are you waiting a little bit into the day?
A slight.
I think things are creeping up on us and my arm, so I think time is of the essence.
All right.
I've already popped down, grabbed everybody a strong coffee.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a cool little arcane-looking coffee Nespresso machine, like coffee press there.
Is it a B&B? Is there like a breakfast buffet too?
Oh no, this is just at the bar. This is like a
Continental.
Where are the sausages? I need plenty of sausages.
We got the Draconic breakfast if you want it. Extra spicy. Anyway, yeah, that was some good dancing last night, Aoife. We had a good time.
Don't get any ideas.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I got an old lady. I just meant, like two people having fun. That's okay. Nothing untoward.
Oh, in that case, yeah, that was really fun.
I'm
So much
sorry.
fun.
I didn't mean to come across as like some sort of weirdo. I'm very happily married to a Dragonborn woman. She's great.
Good for you. Thanks, Jimmy. We ought to go.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay, goodbye. You can pay for your
Thanks for-
coffees later.
Thanks for your hospitality. It's been lovely.
You paid me. That's okay. So yeah, the camera cuts. You guys are drinking your coffee, and the camera cuts over to all of you stood looking up towards the spire, sprawling out skyward above you, in front of you.
Kind of squinting as well because it's too bright.
Yeah. So that just as the sun's sort of coming up, and it's glistening off of the side of the glass, one of the glass sort of sides.
Ugh.
So
Can I do a
Why is that
perception check
sun
to
so
see
bright?
if there's anything we can climb? Just because we
yeah,
might be able to just climb.
Yeah, sure. So you have while you're doing that, Scarlet just lets out the quip of like, so what's the plan? How are we getting up there?
Hey guys.
Oh, 1 second before you do that, let's see.
Oh.
Yaramir was just doing a roll.
Sorry.
Perception. That's 1 because I'm extremely perceptive, but I did roll a 5, so.
Oof. Okay. You looking around, Yaramir. You can't really see much. There's nearby buildings that you might be able to get to and fro. There's some ladders. There's some things like that, but nothing on the level that would get you anywhere near where you need to be.
Cool.
That you can see.
So I say, so guys, the tree that I've been obsessed with, that's sticking out of this building, I can actually speak to plants, and can kind of make them move how I want them to, and tell us things. So if we can get up to that tree, then maybe I can get it to take us the rest of the way up.
Sounds like a great idea.
Once we get that guy's, missed what I've written. Chronicle. Won't that take us all the way? That's the idea,
Yeah, we need
right?
to get up the 87th floor.
Yeah, I think she means get us so that thing's below the 87th, right? So you're talking about getting
I
to the
thought you
tree
said it was
to
halfway
then
up.
climb up. Oh yeah, I meant like a guesstimation that she'd made from, the other side of the city.
Cool.
It goes tree, 87, 117, 200.
Everyone loves numbers. Welcome to D&D.
I was working it out. It's probably about 9-10 foot of floor. So 900, 870 feet.
Ooh,
Quick
I
maths.
can do
high.
150. I can jump.
This thing is
Okay.
so like I mean I don't know how many if that's taller or whatever, but this is like magical land. So this thing is kind of like, is it the Burj Khalifa? What's the tallest
Yeah,
place
Burj
on the planet?
Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa. I don't know how tall that is. However tall that is.
Big.
Oh.
Hey Google, how high is the highest building in the world?
830 meters to tip.
Well done, Google.
Thanks, Google.
Thanks, Google.
Thanks Google. Let's
You're
say
welcome.
it's like Wiz Khalifa isn't that tall.
Wiz Khalifa, did you say?
Yeah.
Sparks just put Wiz Khalifa isn't very tall. So let's say it's like 1,000 feet, right? That's how big this thing is. It's got to be bigger than our poultry places. But yeah, in terms of what you would have seen around this kind of, magical lands, this is like unlike anything else.
So we need to get up like 480 foot to get to the 87th floor, right? Roughly.
Scarlet says, yeah, I mean, and she looks around. She is very perceptive. Should we roll her up a check?
Yeah. Do it.
Oh.
Yes, please, Scarlet.
I've just tabbed out of that. Oh, that'll do it. Scarlet rolls a 22. She casts her eye around and says, I don't know, guys. I can't see anything that we could climb that would get us high enough to get to that tree. I think the best plan here is, like you said last night, is those guys. And she points up, and you can see the Sky Riders, in pairs, sort of flying around. They seem like nice guys. I mean, maybe we could hitch a ride. I don't know. Maybe we just go to the stables, get a drake. I don't know. I don't want to make like enemies here, but we need to get up there, right?
Exactly what I was thinking. Some way
They
of
do seem like nice guys.
maybe we can see
They
if they
are
can give
also
us
a bit
a
hard.
yeah, definitely. But
Hold
maybe
on.
they could give us a tour. Maybe they could fly us around Faust and kind of give us the tour. But at the same time, we could conveniently fall off at the right time.
So we need to deceive them. Who's the most deceptive out of us? I
Well,
would say.
Not great at it, I have to say.
All pretty deceptive in our own ways. Let's head to the Drake Yard. I'm
Okay.
sure there's
Oh.
something we can find.
Breakyard.
All right. And with that, 1 second. Oh gosh, I've got all kinds of music. You know what? I'm going to sit down and get some real music going, because I've got just a bunch of rubbish here.
I was going to say,
So,
There we go.
we cut to you guys entering into this steampunk, like classic steampunk workshop. Steam goes off as you walk in through the threshold of the door. Oh, really? There? Why would you put that on the door? Scarlet lets out. You, all around you are, imagine like a magical stables, but with steampunk iron and steel everywhere, endless pipes going everywhere apparently. And set into stables on the outer walls are stables with drakes, mechanical construct drakes. Some look to be sleeping, some sort of up and around. They kind of move with a kind of lifelike, and they act like they are alive. They don't act like just solid robots, but they have a kind of robotic movement to them, you know?
would we know how to fly them, or would
Wow.
we?
I was gonna see if they would like teach. So we could be deceptive and get one of them to potentially give us a like a driving lesson on a drake, and then if you're able to cloak yourself and then join one of us on the back, then we can go for a ride, and you would be completely invisible to the situation, and then you could grappling hook your way off into the 87th floor.
Right, I don't know if I can tell myself invisible, but I could hide behind you sneakily.
Get up my shirt.
Yeah, remember I need to come too. Okay, and then as you guys have walked into this, into here, and a guy who's in the back of the room. Stables look relatively empty. There is, movement around and outside as it's the morning, stuff starting to get going. But there's someone at the back of the room. He's got like oil marks all over his face, like worker kind of gear, a little flat cap on, and he's dunking Drake parts into this oil bath, and it's sort of like he's just sort of got chains at the back of the room. He looks around. All right, what's going on with you lot? Can I help you?
Oh,
Hello.
Hi there, good fellow. So Ven walks over to him and steals. He's got like a pass, which is like an access to the Drake's pass, which is just like a staff pass, and Ven steals it without him knowing.
Wait, so this guy here has a Drake's pass, or you stole it last night in the bar? We can say you
Last night in the bar. Yeah.
clipped it. So let's do a little flashback to as you walk towards this guy. You bring out of your pocket, and we'll determine whether or not you brought out a star drawn on a piece of paper, or
I mean, he was drunk, so.
let's roll. I reckon this is a good time for a bardic inspiration. Let's say
Intense.
you're a bit drunk. It's gonna be a
I
hard
wasn't
check.
drunk.
Oh, you weren't drunk. No, you were tipsy, right?
You
You had
were
a 10.
It's 15
10.
years old, as in.
I do like this though. I think let's say in the I like this like throwback. So let's say with advantage. You roll with advantage. Oh,
blurry
whoa.
gold.
Hey!
Hey!
Bardic inspiration for Ven. As if by magic. There we go. Space Monkey. So you get to add a d6 if you like to your roll.
Just what is it? Sleight of hand
A sleight of hand, certainly, yeah.
with advantage.
So remember, you can right click them.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. You have
Roll that
plus 5
D6.
sleight of hand.
And then a D6 as well.
Outrageous.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
high on that d6.
16. 16 sleight of hand.
16 sleight of hand. You
Wait, that's not right, is it?
yeah,
You rolled a
because
7 and a 5.
no,
No,
he
he rolled
rolled
an
an
11.
11 because he rolled with
Oh.
advantage, and then he got
Oh,
to
right,
plus
sorry.
the bardic inspiration 5 to it. So yeah, you pull out from your pocket the crest pass of the Sky Riders. Oh,
Cheeky.
all right.
Why didn't you tell us you had that earlier?
Sorry, I didn't recognise you. What do you need?
Oh, me and my fellows here, we've been sent from up top as they do. We've been sent here to test drive these drakes just to check they're all in working order. Just a quick inspection check, nothing to worry about. Don't worry.
Oh, inspectors. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, I'm the only one on at the moment. I don't know if I can just let you take a bunch of drakes.
I mean, I can report back that you weren't cooperating.
Let's roll a persuasion check or a deception check, your choice, with advantage.
I put him to the side and say, so we're from Dr. Rushley's office. Seems like he's got a big name. Can drop.
Definitely. So with 23, my good fellow, we're from Dr. Rushley's office. I'm sure this won't be a problem because he really needs to have this report to him ASAP. And you know what he can be like? I don't want to. What was your name again?
Anderton?
Yes, whatever your name was. We don't want to upset him.
Or,
So-
yeah, I guess so. Rushley, Dr. Rushley's floor,
Yes,
on
the
117.
Dr.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess I mean they're not all ready. Obviously, a lot are up in the air, but there's a couple you could take. But please promise me you'll be back though. You can't take them for too long, because the next shift will come along and they'll need them. But just a quick 15 minutes.
Of course, my good fellow. Of course, this is just a routine check. Don't worry. We will be up and down in a jiffy.
Of course. Thank you so much. So yeah, the two drakes at the end there. That's great. And you'll maybe write in your report to Dr. Rushley about how helpful Anderton was. Yeah.
Of course, Anderson. I will definitely, Anderton. I will definitely make sure that your name is in the report.
Okay. Thanks. So, and with that, apparently you've got your hands on a couple of drakes, Mr. Anderton. That's Matt Sparks' joke, not mine, I should say.
I've just been hanging back by the drakes that we're about to use, just listening to all of this. And as they walk back to me, I just say to Ven, "Nice, slick, love it."
You are, well, team effort. We all did it together. It was only because you slipped that guy a drink last night and danced on the table.
Just one question, though. Does anybody know how to fly a drake?
And with that, Scarlet jumps onto one and says, "Can't be that hard." And rears it up, and we see it unfurls. Anderton's like, "Oh, don't do that in here. Don't let it spread its," and it opens its wings up, like smashes out of the stables. Oh, she's like, "Come on, get on." He's not alarmed like he thinks something's up. He just is like worried about the stables.
How many of us can get on Scarlet's one, because no one else knows how to ride them?
Well, so I mean, the kind of stuff that you would use here is, there are actual proficiencies in mounted vehicles.
Animal handling.
Animal handling is a classic one, so that will do you fine. I'd also take an intelligence or investigation check.
Okay.
And at a push, acrobatics.
Okay. I'll hop on the other one then and do an animal handling check. See if I can figure out how to fly this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Give me one with a. Oh wait, you gotta wait for me to say how we're rolling before you roll. I was gonna say with advantage, so you can roll it with advantage. Just roll it again for now.
You. Oh yes.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
She knows how to handle that beast.
Yeah, so Aoife, you kind of, we have that nice little slow-mo camera moment where, well, this other stuff's going on, and you kind of walk over to the drake here and just sort of run your hand along it, kind of like a scene of in tune with nature. And even though this thing isn't from nature, it still seems to have some sort of anchor to the world, some sort of soul, it is a construct, yes, but it has everything that makes up a being, basically, and in some way you manage to gain some sort of affinity with it. It kind of bends its head down to you, and then nudges you to like and to get on it.
And I do.
All right.
Lovely.
I'm
gonna.
Guys, do you want to get on my? Maybe we spread the weight a little bit.
Yes.
Scarlet says.
I'm with you, Scarlet. And I jump right onto the back, and like the drake kind of bucks a little bit, just because I got on very heavily.
And then, can't you like float? I swear I saw you fly.
Oh, I can, but not that high.
Okay, but presumably you could kind of get rid of your weight from this thing.
All right. Yes. Sure. Yes. I can get rid of my weight from this thing.
I don't think that they carry all three of us.
I gingerly climb onto the one that Aoife's on.
I quite like the idea that in this instance that Ven doesn't weigh, like, you notice that Ven doesn't really weigh much at all. He does weigh enough to like set off a trap, but he doesn't weigh very much just in general, like as big as he is. Given that he's an air genasi.
All right. Is that everyone on?
Aye, Captain.
Think so.
We see them like look up and then wings flap. You guys raise up off the ground. Dust goes everywhere, and then you sail off, or not sail off. You fly off on these things now as wing riders, sort of. Okay, where are we headed? The camera's following you guys as you're sort of, you're not the best pilots. You're kind of dipping up and down, but there's two of you, and she says, let's keep our distance from the others. We don't want to get spotted here. And sure enough, you're running across the path of another two Skyriders, and she sort of dips down. Aoife, you follow. Where are we going? Camera looks around. You see the spire. We see the tree coming out of, like, let's say, 40th sort of floor range, 40 to 60. I don't know. 2/3, a third of the way up, kind of thing.
See how high you can get. So Ven's going to look around and see if there's any like vantage point, anything to like use the grappling hook he's got to hook onto.
We're looking for an exterior hatch, aren't we?
Yeah.
So the thing you're kind of trying to get to is certainly is a hatch, an access panel to a security corridor.
So there is that place to put the access code in is
on the side of the building.
External. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna have a look and take a look at the outside of the building as we're kind of soaring past it, and just see whether or not because people would need to use these hatches to kind of like go in for maintenance and stuff, whether or not they have some sort of coloured outline to them.
A coloured outline to them. Okay, yeah, so you guys flying around here, the pair of you flying, the girls flying, they're kind of circling, avoiding the other Skyriders, and pretty soon, just to get a sense as they're ascending, as you're getting the sense that you can see all these shutters. You can see a fiery patch here and there, ice on part of it, this giant tree which you're now flying pretty high and close to. They're all the way that you have seen these different hatches and ports. Yeah, for sure. They've kind of got a golden trimmed outlines, like a big panel with steel handholds, effectively. That's what it looks like in a little portcullis. Portcullis? Porthole? Oh, wait, is a portcullis? That's the opening and shutting thing, right? Is a porthole is just the hole, right?
Yeah.
So little portholes with gold rimmed handholds around. You've seen them, and you expect that's what you're looking for.
Fab, can we make it up to the 87th floor to see if we can? Presumably they've got the numbers of the floors on them.
Who's good at counting?
So yeah, I think it's the idea that she's told you of a specific, Nix has told you of a specific one to go to and what it looks like, and that that is the one you're going for, right? Like it's like a transponder that takes you to the door. As you're going up and up, you're flying round. You're noticing that the higher you're getting, the more you realise you're going to be spotted. You get the sense that there are quite a few Skyriders up and around here, and getting up this high, you're coming away from any of the hustle and bustle of little flying things that are going around the city, and now you're just stark out in the open, and you guys don't really look like you're not Skyriders. You don't have the uniforms, and there are several of you riding the same ones. They look like they're kind of struggling. You reckon you'll be spotted pretty quickly.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I can.
Scarlet shouts out, like, if we're doing anything, I think we should do it fast. I think we should do like a flyby or something like that. I don't, leave these things as they are. What do you think? Or what's your plan? Do you think we should land? Well, I mean, we could maybe hide on the tree.
Well, I was going to say, didn't we say something about getting on the tree and Aoife extending the tree up?
certainly do that. And then obviously we're all talking on our sending stones right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then perhaps Ven, if we can't get all the way up on the tree, perhaps Ven can use his grappling hook to get up to the door.
Sounds good to me. Or a bargain.
Okay. So, well, I'm going to land near the tree, or on the tree. Can I land on the tree?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you just, as you're diving around, says, Ven, you want to take the scenic route? Do you want me? She's going to go to. We'll all meet on the tree, but do you want me to dive you past the access gate? See if you can just grapple straight there.
If you can get me closer, I'm all up for that.
All right, let's do it. And she like dives down. Hold on, and then Skira, you're with who are you with, Skira? You're on this one, right?
Yep.
So yeah, she's like, Skira, hold on to me, hold on to it. Ven,
We've
get
been
ready.
here before.
I'm ready.
Swoops down, comes straight past the access port. You can have one shot to try and hook this thing in. So this is going to be your ranged. Imagine you're doing you're throwing a dagger effectively. You're very good at doing it.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this thing. What is your normal plus?
6.
Plus 6. I'm trying to think of what your proficiency. I know you get proficiency with tools, don't you?
Yes.
I think you already have that proficiency modifier added to your attacks, so it's probably balances out. So it's plus 6 with your special daggers, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's keep that. That sounds good.
Right.
Here he goes.
16.
Oh, nice! DC was 15. That was a hard one.
Oh.
You steady up. You kind of actually perch yourself. You get up and onto your feet on the back of this thing, like crouched in a squat. And then you... And in that moment, you see the glimmer of gold and the porthole there of this access panel. It fires off. The grappling hook fires off. Dead-eyed, snags onto the hooks. The hooks snag onto this access panel, and then with a see you later, you leap off. And as you're falling, this thing recedes in and brings you straight the way to it. Auto slows, and you grab onto this access panel. Nice
that
work.
was fun.
Now everyone else has just got to get to you.
I was gonna say. I say to him over the stone. Was it worth the money?
100%.
Yaramir and I have landed on the tree.
Yep.
And then I have got my Staff of the Woodlands out. And I'm casting a spell to speak to this plant.
All right. So yeah, you've landed down, and actually at this point, Skira and Scarlet, they've swung round. They've landed in this tree as well. This is a great elder tree that's wrapped around part of it, and then yeah, you activate your staff.
The staff. I've kind of like crouched down, and I've got my other hand on the tree,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to communicate with it and sort of bring it to life so that I can ask for its help.
Yeah. Okay. You need to activate that spell on your staff.
Ah,
On D&D
okay.
Beyond, you can see it actually should be under your spells, I think, and then when you click it, it'll use the appropriate charges.
Oh, so just click a charge.
Yes, and it will take the amount of charges. No.
Oh.
You can cast it in your spells.
Oh.
It's fine. We'll do
Yep.
it later.
No, I've got it.
Okay. So, you put a hand down, attune to this thing, to the tree. Finally, a piece of old nature. This thing is from the Feywild, no question. Nothing like this grows here. This is, an elder tree. You feel connected to it in a way that's your ancestry level, not just, I like trees. You attune to it. What do you say?
Okay. I show it in my mind the door that we need to get to, and ask it if it could kind of trail up the outside of the building with us on it to get to the door.
You can speak to me, child.
Hello, tree.
Hello.
Tree, would you mind helping us? We're in a bit of a pickle. We need your help desperately.
Of course. What do you need me to do?
There's a door on the outside of this building.
What
It's
is a building?
oh dear.
Is it this infernal structure
It is.
that
It
tries
is.
to capture me?
How have you found yourself here?
I appeared here. One moment in my forest. The next here. I hate it.
You don't sound very enthused about it, no.
I am not. I will
no.
help you if you promise to take me home.
Well, see, we suspect there's some evil in this building, and perhaps this is what's happened to you. Perhaps they've had something to do with this. And we're trying to thwart them, so hopefully if we're able to do that, then you can go back home.
I can feel that there is more of my kin in this building, and those within it attack us. I know you are a child of nature, and your word is true. Help us, and I will help you.
Do you need? Is there something specific that we can do, or?
Stop the harm.
Well, we're trying to do that. We are trying to do that, but in order to do that, we need to get further up this building to gain access to it. And I know you don't know what a building is, but we need you to go higher.
Very well. Hold tight.
I'll tell you when to stop.
And with that, the tree cracks and groans as it grows taller and taller and wraps around the building and brings up. And from Ven, you're on the side of the building now. You've just typed in the last digit that was given to you from this crystal, and then as you open it, gas opens up, opens around the door. You open it up and look out, and you see your friends on this tree, like this huge branch coming up towards you. Hi, buddy! Scarlet shouts out to you.
How did you get here so quick? You want a tree?
Magic.
Nice!
Aoife
Look at
talked to a
this.
tree, apparently.
Okay, you guys cross the threshold into the building, into the spire for the first time. Looking around, the first thing. I know this is a day of firsts, but here's another one. All the material in this place is like nothing you've seen. It's not stone, it's not brick, it's not wood. It's not marble, it's a clear, almost metallic surface all around you. Everything in here is clean and pristine. You appear to be in... There are arms, weapons on some of the walls here. Effectively, this looks like a locker room of sorts. Like a guard's station or something like that.
Ven has a hunt around to see if there's anything valuable.
Yeah, absolutely there is. Do you want to roll up a perception check? Or an investigation check?
See how perceptive I am. 13. My perception miss.
So Ven scouts around the room, And he finds in a back corner, pops this locker open, notices that the back of this is hollow. Opens the locker up, and there inside is a loot crate! Loot crate time. So I don't know if anyone's added to the loot crate.
Not as of yet, no.
Uh-oh.
Empty.
Empty loot crate. Maybe I should give some forewarning, or maybe it should only happen after a fight.
Wait, I just added it, though, didn't I? Oh, you must provide a message for this reward.
Oh, because you have to say what kind it is. You have to say... Whoa! Oh, look, it went to black.
Hey, look at that!
I like that all of... Oh. I love that it's going to black. Clearly the thing I put on there has got a black thing on there. Okay, so you need to technically have said in your message, it does say this, whether you want it to be a weapon, a trinket, or a weapon, a magical item, or a armor, a piece of armor.
Ooh. All right. I said it.
Magical item, please. Armor, darling. Okay, great. I'm still setting up to make it so that there is a D100 roller within the within chat, which I am onto, but I need to set up Nightbot to do it. But then I think I'm going to be able to do it that people can roll a D100 and then it will actually read out the passage as well, potentially.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall I roll a D1?
Let's
100?
a D100.
Whoa. 79.
79. Come on. What's
To roll
this?
the other...
What's this? But 1 second. What's this person been hiding in their locker in this loot crate? Okay. What?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Okay. This is a Haydeen tiara, a wondrous item, uncommon, requires attunement. When on the plane of Hades, the bearer has advantage on saving throws against vile transformation. I mean,
What?
that's pretty rad. I don't-
Pretty specific.
I wonder how often you're going to find yourselves on in the realm of Hades.
So one thing I would say is that, I mean, maybe we can tweak this a little bit, because I quite like the idea that this is something that is like a headpiece that is perfectly attuned to the idea of like good and evil. Like, this is to prevent evil things from Hades. So maybe we can do something. Hades is just code for Monday morning at the office. All right.
Statement.
Well, I hope you're glad with your tiara.
Very.
And you want
This is
armor.
great.
Let's roll up
Give it the roll.
some armor.
19.
Also remember that these are going to be worth money, or you can break them down and give them to Tanis, who might be able to make them into something else for you. All loot's good loot. Oh, okay. You got an opal breastplate armor. So
Ooh.
it is breastplate. Uncommon. Reduces cold damage to the bearer by 1. It's okay. Not too shabby. Not too great.
Straight to the point. Quick and easy.
I like the idea that it's kind of like not only does it reduce the cold damage, but it also keeps you warm, you know? Maybe it gives you advantage on survival checks to the cold. That would be a good thing to add to that. Okay. So, that was the loot crate for this session.
Excellent loot crating.
You never know. You might have found some more. Maybe the back of that loot crate was also empty later on. But so, forgive me.
Oh, I can no longer give myself bardic inspiration.
You're gonna give yourself bardic inspiration. I think there's a cooldown on it, or a once per session per person, maybe. Can't remember.
We spent all of his rupees, so
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. The list of stuff I've got on here is there's some really. I mean, all of it's pretty good. Some is crazy good though. Some is very, very good. So, we're inside this room like no other that you've ever seen before. This is close to some of the dwarven kind of cities that you've heard about, deep underground, ones of steel and iron. But this is clean, almost sterile in here. You can hear the inner workings and machinations going on inside the building, almost like it's tumbling and moving, adjusting all the time. You look to the corridor outside. You see something scurry past. Scarlet actually gets close by and ducks her head. So she's put her head out and then she comes back across, puts her hand up like, hold up. And then you see this automation of some kind. It looks like a upside down triangle. Kind of like one of these bad boys. Like a D4.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like this, upside down, only it's got these spindly little golden, it's all sort of golden sheen to it, and it's much like a lot of the room, and it's got these like little pincery like arms and legs that are kind of all jumbled into one coming off of it as it scuttles across the floor. They're kind of like goblin height, kind of like like a small human, I guess.
I just do a quick kind of sense check to see if there's any kind of natural being in there.
Okay, yeah, great.
So I'm going to do a nature check.
Yeah, or an insight check.
So 20 I rolled.
Absolutely none. These things are pure constructs. They potentially might even be from that plane of like there's like a plane of pure law and order, and I mean like law, like time, and there has to be what's the word I'm looking for? My brain's gone. Like focus, you know? Laws of physics, laws of things like that.
Yeah.
There is no element of nature to this thing at all.
Okay.
Unlike, say, for example, the drakes down below, these things are pure automatons. You're going to have to roll a group stealth check.
Ooh.
Okay.
As this thing, Scarlet goes, hold up. And it looks back through into the room. I'm going to roll
A normal check.
a stealth check, yes.
16.
I get disadvantage on my stealth checks.
Excellent.
Ooh.
So you can right click and say disadvantage.
Oh.
Ooh! Questing Owlbear has done for the group.
Thanks.
Nice, so
there.
Anyone who fails, we can.
You got
I rolled
two.
I rolled a
You
20.
rolled
and
a
a 3.
20 and a 3, and with disadvantage means you take the lower one, and you have a -1 to your checks.
Outrageous.
So you got 2 overall? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because
You could add a 6 to it.
What was a fail? I got a 12, I think.
A D6 or 6.
I'm just working out what the fail was. 1 second. It's a contested roll against them. A D6 is the bardic inspiration.
Two.
Oh,
So I rolled 4.
Oh.
It's a cat. A rabbit caught in the headlights.
um,
Sorry, I'm just checking what there. I should have looked this up earlier. Oh, hold on.
I had already. I didn't make this known to the group, but I'd already cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, had you?
I had. As soon as I realised that this automaton was that they were out and about and potentially could pick up on us, I cast Pass Without a Trace, which means that we're masked from detection. So we've got a 10+ bonus to stealth checks.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's quite substantial, isn't it?
Yeah. It's something that you. It would be quite good if you remembered.
Maybe we'll give one of those goofs, shall we? Maybe one little flashback.
What you mean by a goof? I'd cast it before this all happened.
You just hadn't announced it.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all trying to hide. It's just like, chill out, guys. Fucking-
I've already turned us into autonomons. Okay, great. Well, I will tell you right now.
You will tell
Well, hold
us.
on, but what's the lowest roll now?
4.
No, but it's 14,
14.
right?
14.
Still too low.
This thing turns. Obviously, it doesn't really need to turn, as it's got on each side of this pyramid, this upside down pyramid, is an eyeball, just sort of looking around. Kind of looks like a watch face almost, but with a center part looking around, all clocks and gears inside of it. It looks around and then scutters down the corridor.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Exactly. Space monkey, exactly.
Aoife's stealth check was that the party didn't notice her casting that.
I thought I was stealthy.
All right.
Okay. I mean, what's our plan here, guys?
I
Clearly,
suppose
this thing is in some sort of lockdown, guarded sentry mode. How are we possibly going to get up there? Do we just fight whatever we find on our way, or do we try and
It's got-
stealth our way through?
I think I'm always going to pick stealth our way through. There's got to be some air duct somewhere I can sneak up. I mean, Yaramir's definitely not going to fit it. I mean, Skira's a little bit smaller. He might, but Yaramir definitely won't get
I'm
it.
extremely unstealthy. I'm gonna be honest.
So
I'll
with
be letting you down on that side.
with group checks, one thing I'll say is that you basically, there's different ways of dealing with them, but effectively, so long as in my opinion, if you're all together, so long as more than half of the group pass, they can carry the other two. It's kind of like unless someone rolls real low, then it's more fun to make it that they clanked off or something like that, But we're gonna fail forwards,
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can sneak through this. I think we got this. I mean, our paths are masked
They are.
without a
think-
trace.
Yeah.
and I also think it's going to take a little while to get up all these floors if we're fighting everybody along the way.
Yeah. How long can you keep us stealthed for?
The whole way up, then
Excellent.
How
let's go.
long is it?
an hour.
An hour. So you have 1 hour of this spell.
Noted.
59 minutes pass as you try to while your way up a singular ladder. Okay, you guys tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you what happens.
What floor are we on?
You're on the
87th.
87th. You've got to get up to
87.
Well, I guess we look for a staircase or a vent that'll go that way. I see we're in like a security service corridor, right?
Yeah.
There would be kind of ladders and vents.
Yeah, so Yaramir,
So
you
look for one
turn
of
around while Scarlett's just said, like, what's the plan? What are we doing? And she's looking around saying, I think that there's loads of them out there. I don't know if we should... and then Yaramir, you look round. Sure enough, you see an access panel that it looks pretty small in there. It'll be a tight fit, particularly for you and Skira, but it looks like it's just got, you know, like a duct, a ladder that goes up.
We climb up the ladder that's in that duct.
That's a good idea. We climb up the... Yeah, Fenn's going to go to the duct.
Yeah, so you go to it, you pry it open quietly, and then slide it, like, you know, you're kind of like, I imagine it's almost like a grate that you can see behind as this access corridor, and you sort of get your knife out, pop the handle open, and then put it to the side quietly. Okay, who's going in this vent first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Tell me the order of who's in.
I'll follow.
I'll go in third.
I'll go
Alright.
fourth.
Well, can I go in front of you, Yaramir? You clean up the rear? Or do you want me to stay here?
Stuck, we're all stuck.
Do you guys want me to stay here and with the with our ride out? Make sure the drakes don't fly away.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And then we can get away quickly if we need to.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
to me.
Okay. I'll wait here. I'll see you guys soon.
See you, Scarlett. Oh,
She grabs hold of, as you guys start getting into the vent, she grabs Skira's arm and just sort of looks at you and says, take care of yourself, okay? Don't get hurt in there. Don't do anything stupid, okay?
It's stupid in what sense? I'm not stupid. I'm very sensible.
Well,
As you know.
Like break something without asking questions first, starting a fight that you can't win. Just come back safe so we can have more drinks, okay?
Okay.
I think she's trying to flirt with you, Skira.
Yeah. Kiss her!
message. Get the message.
Oh God. Okay, just go. Don't die. And then she
Ah.
she leaves.
I'm confused. Like, Skira's a little bit bemused by the whole situation because he's like,
What
Ben
was
goes-
that? What was that? I don't know what that is.
Skira, did you make a move last night?
I don't believe so. And what is a move?
Did you show her the Skira Ras dance? I think you did.
Maybe?
Guys,
Did I?
guys, as much as I want to hear all about this, should we get a move on and try and get up this building?
You hear the pitter patter, clicker clatter of these automations coming down and around the corridor as you and then get in here. Then you close up the vent behind you just as an automation scurries into the room, looks around, sees that the loot crate had sort of been opened. This locker had been opened up. Looks around the room, kind of looks agitated, and then calls, and a couple other pyramids, automatons walk into the room. This ladder leads up to a gangway. It's a wide open thing, almost like a serrated. Serrated? That's not the right word. The oh man, what's the thing I'm looking for? It's like big sheet metal with holes in it, loads of holes. You know what I mean? So you, as you're walking along, you can see down into the corridors that you're crawling along the top of.
Yeah.
Right.
As you're going through, it isn't just a ladder that goes straight up here. You're actually moving through and around. Then you pick up, as you're getting in there, you're like, what the hell are we doing? Where are we going to go? You notice Thieves' Cant written on the side of these vents. It seems that Nyx, or whoever was her accomplice who got this information, has already marked the vent here. And sure enough, you guys move through following the thieves' cant. Below you, you see automations everywhere. You don't see anyone. You don't see any actual people of any race anywhere. Just these automations. There's a hiss and a bang from one of the corridors. Fire and a devil dog. A pack of devil dogs. Ember, fire. Yaramir, your like evil sense of evil comes like off of you, off of these things. You see them in like a fiery vision. They are hounds of hell. You've seen them once before in Fallcrest. They're clearly not from this plane, and they're here now. Apologies.
See you?
Sounds dangerous.
These automatons run towards them. One of them opens up into this spiral, almost like a starfish kind of motion, and then and latches onto one of them. The others are stabbing at the devil dogs. The devil dogs are tearing them apart, but just more more of these automatons just pile in and start stabbing at them and eventually overrun them. These devil dogs.
Ooh.
Where did they come from?
Crawl through and up through a vent, and finally you find yourself standing and this is a huge open just a huge shaft. I'm talking like absolutely giant. And as you lean over the side, then you hear this whoosh. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
I knew he was going to say that. Ooh, huge shaft.
Oh, it looked different. I was on page 15.
15. As you just get your head out of the way, this huge floating platform of sheet steel, it looks like, just in this corridor, in this huge shaft that goes completely vertically, just whooshes past you. As you look down, you can see this I'm going to keep saying the word because that's what it is. It's a shaft, a large shaft that moves out in like a huge column in front of you, a huge space in front of you. And you can see now these whooshing, floating floors are just moving up and down, up and down. You can see sometimes they've got shapes on them. This thing looks like it cuts a path through the whole building, and there are just tons of these floating floors coming up and down.
Oh.
Slow
That
down.
must be what Nix was talking about.
I think we could use those to get further up, right?
I think you're right.
Who has the access codes? Is it Ven still?
Yes.
Yep.
So Ven, you see that you bring out the crystal, and it is, sure enough, it's sort of glowing like they do, and there is a little panel just in front of where you just put your head over, basically. So as you can now stand up. You've got a little walkway. You just happen to be looking down into this like abyss in front of you when that whooshing happened. You wave the crystal room over it. Sing! A little signature sign of the Spire spirals out like that, like a cool animation at the beginning of a computer game, and then a blue hue glow comes from it, and then this platform lands in front of you.
Awesome.
Everybody on, I guess. I come
Yeah.
on.
I'm going to take a step on.
So as you do, it just dum, dum, like it sort of seems to take your weight, but almost like floats, like it's sturdy, but you can feel it go zoom and like readjust to your, like a magnet is holding it in place. It doesn't tip or anything. It just goes. You can feel that this is just a piece of metal floating in the air that you're just standing onto. You can easily all fit onto it. Ven, are you standing on?
I'm on there.
Okay, yeah. it hates air genassis and crushes you. So- all right. Sorry.
I've got this spell where I can disguise myself.
Yeah.
I have to know what someone looks like to disguise as them.
Yeah, so you would have need to have seen them or seen an image, a detailed image of
Okay.
them. Yeah.
I've seen an image of the Doctor.
You haven't seen one, no.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm on the platform.
You are on the platform. Okay.
I disguise myself as a doctor.
As a doctor, so like, what you imagine a
Right.
doctor looks like in this world, or okay, what they look like in our world, I guess.
Well, because this is like future world
Yes.
in this thing.
Space Doctor.
Imagine that's probably what they look like.
A space.
So
doctor.
again, though, you do need to have seen
Or
what you're disguising yourself
Like
as.
Nazi doctor from like a film, you know.
To who?
You
Absolutely.
know, like
yeah.
skinny scrubs. Yeah,
You got a mask on so they can't actually see you. You're like this.
yeah.
Okay. And with that, you guys step on. We see Yaramir change form into a doctor, Nazi-looking doctor dude with a gold rim and the crest of the Spire on his uniform.
Yeah.
Let's say, hey, let's do a flashback, right? You saw one of these uniforms in the locker rooms. You've seen one of the uniforms. You know what they look like, and you're like, I want to dress like that. Zoom. And now you don't look like a giant bull man, yes? Or you do?
Correct.
Or you look
No.
like- okay.
Disguised myself.
Disguise yourself. It changes your
I
whole
think-
face shape and everything.
It changes what I look like, but it doesn't change.
You are
Um,
inside.
No, it doesn't
No.
change. Like because I'm skinny now,
Yeah.
like a Nazi doctor. If someone went to touch me, they would hit my actual body.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. And
So like, if
they.
someone felt out, they'd feel horns
Yes, of course.
up somewhere above.
I love the idea. They just go, huh? What?
I'm hugging around you. Okay, and with that, we see you guys step on, look at each other, and the lift this floating floor just takes you up. The camera pans up as we see you drift off, and we'll end the session there.
All right.
Nice. Second session, we've ended on me disguising myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making a habit of it. All right, nice one, everyone.
Lovely stuff.
Lauren, I think you're muted.
Oh, that's why no one was responding to me.
To your hilarious jokes.
Oh, they were absolutely hilarious.
Love
No,
it.
she was about
Really
to-
missed
she was-
out.
She was going to do some stuff that basically just won the whole game.
Won the
Yeah.
whole yeah, of course.
She was muted, so what can you do?
We don't know.
Missed the opportunity.
Right, well, thanks everyone. That was really great. Nice
Thank
one.
you.
That was really good.
That's fun.
That was a lot of fun. I appreciated the three-way party split. That kept me on my toes.
You are welcome.
Do you know what? I actually genuinely think this is a really good episode to demonstrate just what you can do with D&D, which is I had an idea of what was going on in Faust and everything. I had that, but then you guys have control over everything you're doing. And yes, Matt Sparks, it is always nice to have a three-way. Actually, I would know, if I'm honest. I imagine it would. I don't know. What would I imagine?
Well, we could do that in a D&D session.
Yeah,
That'd be
I imagine it'd be stressful.
I imagine it'd be stressful too. Jesus. Sorry, Mum. Sorry.
Yeah,
Mum.
Mum's it. She was like,
I'm sure-
excellent evening.
I'm sure Mum would agree. Right. Yeah, and next week. Well, I think so. Next week, the plan is to conclude our prologue. So this is a prologue campaign that's going to set up all of Let's Quest and the kind of format there, and going on from that, I think I think we arranged it as the 4th of May, the beginning of May, first Tuesday in May, I think it was. We're going to be swapping out a couple of our cast here, bringing in some fresh blood. I'm contemplating upping it to 5 players. I'm not sure if I can, it depends if I can be jigging things around in OBS, to be honest, and whether or not, extra time, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to have rotating cast and characters, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And we're going to have more channel point stuff, more bits and things like that.
And also that's part of the bits, isn't it? Or the points, the light and dark.
Yes, so with the kind of like start of the new kind of session. Oh yeah, and so sorry, one thing I should say is Matt Sparks in the chat right now. He's actually and founder is going to join us. I think for he's going to be one of our players and bring along his new character he's just built. I was checking out today. Ooh.
Exciting.
His channel. Let's give a shit. Can we give a shout out to? I don't know how to do that. Shout out to Matt Sparks' channel.
Have you got that activated?
Yeah, I do. It's !SO, right?
There you go.
Yeah, definitely go check him out. He's really, really good. I think we'll do a raid, shall we?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go raid our
Sounds
friends.
good.
Pack of the GM.
It's 14 as well. So yeah, and also as well, if you stay and you're part of the raid, that is how you earn points as well. So that will get you
big boost.
Participate in a raid, 250 rupees.
Ooh. Yes, please.
Feel that loot crate coming on again.
Yeah.
No one did a
Fantastic.
riddle. I guess they want to save their points for
Oh, I had a plan to do a riddle when you got to the door.
that.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, when we got to the outside of the thing. Save it.
Yeah.
So when we get to the door of floor 200.
Matt Sparks says, "Nice. I'm saving mine for no particular reason at all. Probably not so he can cash in a bunch
not to help the raid.
No, he's
The bardic.
well, he's gonna help
inspiration.
himself once he's part of the crew. Once he's on a mission.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
So some
There
of
we
the
go.
stuff that we're gonna be. Oh wait, do I need to do anything for this?
No, it's just there. It's ready to go. So once you are ready, we just have to press raid now.
Okay. Wait, what's this timer though? Is that timer gonna go off and then it's gonna raid?
Yeah, as well.
Oh my gosh! All right, guys. Okay, we're gonna raid. They're really good. I'm chatting with these guys. We're gonna do a collab with them in the future. I'm super excited about it. Right. Thanks everyone. And yeah, see you later. I'm gonna push this then, and then end. So do I end the stream, Jameson?
What I usually do is I usually go to like an end screen and then press it. So yeah,
then it'll go.
you can end the screen and we'll go across.
All right.
That
Thanks everyone. Go check out Back of the GM. Let's go see what they're up to.
Bye bye.
Bye.